Ahoy, I'm the comic hunter, also known as just Hunter.
Hello there. I'm History of the Flash, but you can call me JD.
Did you guys hear that?
And it stopped.
Harper, you okay?
It said, "I am the Mandarin."
Oh,
It
well,
cut out
Mandarin, welcome.
completely.
It can't be.
Hello. I need
can't
to make this clear right off the bat. I am not the real Mandarin. I am Guy Pearce as Aldrich Killian as the Mandarin, the fake Mandarin. Hello.
But you're also not Harper because Harper is dead.
Harper is dead. Yes.
As of last week, Harper is dead. If you keep up with the continuity of a hero story, God bless. But if you keep up with the continuity of a hero story, then you will know that Harper is dead.
Yeah. And now. Wait. And now. And never mind. It's too late.
And this is a hero story, episode number 129.
That is the worst intro I think we've ever had.
I accidentally played it and it scared me.
For those of you just joining us in Hero Story, usually our intros are a little bit better.
I apologize for that. I was hoping you'd be able to hear it, but
not be able to fight Australian Wi-Fi here. But Hero Story is a podcast all about comic books and superheroes. We usually start off our episode with the news of the week, and after that, we jump straight into the comics of the week. This week's comics are, for DC, we got the next Batman Future State, Shazam Future State, Nightwing Future State. I got Aquaman Future State early. I won't spoil it on the episode. I didn't realize it came out early until fairly recently, but I will mention it here or there. For Marvel, we got Thor number 12, King in Black number 4, Iron Man number 6, The Last Ronin number 2, and I also got Captain America number something, but I think I left it in my car. I haven't read it yet. It's in my car. So,
why, man? Why do you buy it still?
Okay, I actually have a reason. When it comes to canceling comic books at my shop, since it's a very small shop, my owner's devastated, my shop owner, and he goes, "Oh, well, I already ordered the next 2 issues in, so you're gonna have to pay for those." I'm like, "Yeah, that's totally fine. It's just after those 2 issues, I don't want any more." I've canceled this book like 3 times, and they still keep coming. And every time I'm like, "Hey, man, I canceled this," and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, you're still getting the next like issue." I'm like, "Okay."
He's scamming you. That's not. Oh, I forgot. He's scamming you. What are you talking about?
Maybe. But
Roy's like, that was very cash money of Hunter.
Yeah, thanks, Hunter. But no,
but it's come to the point. Like this,
I do understand. Like when it's a small shop, you feel like you're one of the only customers there, and you kind of feel bad because you're like, damn, if I don't buy these books, like, are they going to be able to pay rent? Is this comic shop going to stay open?
Yeah.
So I do feel that pain because I go to a small shop as well. So support your small shop, but also read the books that you want.
Yeah. This time when he gave me Captain America, he's like, new Iron Man, new Thor, new Captain America, new King in Black. I'm like, okay, yep.
He just sneaks it in. He's like naming all them really loud. He's like Iron Man, King in Black, Captain America.
Yeah, he holds
Nightwing.
There's comics on the shelves every week, but he holds the ones for specific people that they for sure want, like in the back. So when you come in, you for sure have that issue, like it doesn't sell out. So he'll come around the corner from the back and be like, "Hey, so if on your list this week, here's next Batman, here's Shazam, here's he just puts them all out and then adds it up the total." So he just went, "Here's Iron Man, here's Captain America, here's Thor," and I was like, okay. Yeah.
Why don't you just buy something else off the shelf that's more interesting?
Why don't I do that?
Yeah, and then you just get that instead of Captain America, and you do that enough times, and then he gets, comfortable with the idea that you're going to do that instead, and then both of you win instead of you paying for a book you don't even like.
Interesting. Yeah.
What I've been trying to do to help my shop.
Thank you.
Getting some more trades there.
I'm the Mandarin.
I usually get trades through Amazon, but now I've been like, if it's like the same price that it's gonna be on Amazon, I'm like, all right, let me go to the local comic shop for that. So
yeah,
it's good.
You don't want to support Jeff Bezos.
Anyways, we'll start the episode with the news of the week, going over live action news for Marvel, DC, and a little bit of indie.
Adaption news.
Image comics. Okay, I spelt it wrong. I'm sorry.
I just want everyone who's listening to know that when Hunter sent us the news, JD and I brought up a couple new news topics, and in that first lot, he spelt adaptation as adaption, and then when he removed the message and sent the updated news, it still said adaption.
I didn't change it.
Can't get it right.
I copied, I pasted, and I edited it a
You
bit.
edited and you
copied,
still
I
just-
pasted again. Yeah.
See, this is like when he makes a post though, because every time he has a post, like there's at least he will always spell. As long as I've known Hunter since like 2017 now. As long as I've known him, he will always spell barely as barley. Every
Really?
single time it's barley. I've
Really?
noticed this since 2017. We're talking 4 years now.
Ugh.
Barley every single
Yikes.
time.
Well, sometimes
He
it's
spelled
autocorrect stuff,
Illuminati
too.
as Illuminate, which I thought was
Yeah.
the funniest thing.
That
and then he
was autocorrect, and thank God I caught that with it.
How do you not proofread it though?
Wait,
Because
I
you
don't
and I
want
are
to.
completely different.
Someone pointed this out, and I didn't even notice until after it was on our Indiegogo. But for when we made our comic for the perk on comic, you spelled it Coimic. It was Coimic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I
'Cause
I
I
think
typed,
that
like-
wasn't the only. That wasn't the only one. I'm pretty sure there was another one, and I pointed it out to you. I was like, "What is this?"
If you look up like, or if you've seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the way he types, where he just slaps his hands down, that's how I type, and I don't proofread because I'm like,
Well,
I
we
just
are
want
just
to.
That was such- that was
completely
such an
different
out of the
people.
box
Like-
reference.
I write like 2 pages, and then I proofread it like 15 times to make sure. And you will just like write like
I write what
3
I'm
sentences
thinking,
per
yeah.
slide, and then you're like, "That's good enough. Send it to the prep." How did you write illuminate in massive letters
Well,
up the top and then
That's
not
the thing. So I think that was autocorrect there because I posted it
Yeah,
today.
but how did you not
while I was
look at
recording.
the panel after you did it and
I
then
don't
go, "Oh,
know.
that says illuminate"?
I don't know.
Hunter's kind of like Lois Lane. You know, he spells everything wrong, but he doesn't have his
Yeah.
Clark Kent to check him.
Yeah, I don't. Like I posted about the Last Ronin today, and I typed in Mikey, but it autocorrect to Miley. I didn't notice that until I got a follower pointed out, like right away though. So I was like, oh, good, thank you. So I was able to change that, and that was just in the caption, it wasn't the actual post. So
Oh, that's not bad. That's fine.
yeah, I could just edit that away. Granted, welcome to the news of the week for adaption news.
These timestamps are going to be a doozy. Good luck, Sean.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
starting off with
Our boy Sean.
Snyder Cut trailer came out it feels like months ago, but JD, I want to know your thoughts specifically on this.
I didn't
don't
watch
know.
the Snyder Cut. Okay. For people who love a hero story, I swear on the show, I must have said it 2 or 3 episodes ago that I don't even want to watch any more trailers. I just want to watch the Snyder Cut. So I took my own advice and I didn't watch another trailer.
Or you just forgot to watch it. It came out
Yeah,
while
or
you were at
that.
work, and you're like, "Oh, I'll watch this when I get home," and you never did.
Wow, this came really personal, really quick of my faults while I'm at work.
Was that real?
It might have happened. I was working, you know.
Yeah, speaking of personal things, you look like you haven't hit the gym in a while, JD. What's going on?
Oh,
Oh shit! Never mind.
I was killed it in the gym today,
Right.
and if the snow allows it, tomorrow. No, it started with we live in a society, and I was like, that's enough, Snyder.
Oh fuck!
I didn't actually watch it. I never made the effort to watch it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that is the Joker's thing now. Is commenting on society. Like Tyler and I used to talk about how funny it is that in the like big scene of Joker where he shoots Murray in the head.
Dude, spoilers! I watched that. At
I'm
work today.
sorry, I said it, bro.
In a very unrelated, like, can't explain it. I watched that at work today. Go on.
Okay, well, now I've lost my train of thought. No, Tyler and I just thought it was funny how in that movie he's like so unself-aware, and then right at the end he just explains the plot of the movie. Like he's like, what do you get when you take a mentally ill loner? So he's identified the fact that he is a mentally ill loner, and then he comments about society abandoning him, and then he shoots the guy in the head, and that's the Joker's thing now, is just society made me this way. It's like, dude, you're just a crazy clown.
Aren't you just a guy that got doused with chemicals, and now you're like, haha.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like most Joker fans I know will say that the Joker is more about human nature than he is about society.
Why is it? And now the trailer is
Constructs.
ending with, "We live in a society."
Isn't that right, Batman?
That's kind of what he
It's a
sounds like too.
Yeah.
He has it sounds like the Joker doing a Batman voice.
Yeah, yeah. Or the Joker doing a Jared Leto as the Joker impression. So many layers.
That's a society moment right there.
What did you think of the trailer? Harper, you watched it, right? You were.
Yeah, I did.
What did you think? I know you're not
Who
really a
cares?
Snyder guy, so yeah.
Who cares? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
You're gonna
single
watch it.
fuck. I'm gonna watch it though. For some reason, I'm so
Day
excited.
one.
Day one.
Well,
Absolutely, I'll watch it day
review
one.
for the show, so you have to watch it day one.
Look, I'm
You're legally
excited to
contracted
see.
by a hero story to watch it day one.
Yeah, I know. It makes me miserable. I was contracted to watch Wonder Woman 1984, and look how that happened. Now I'm dead.
Listen, I didn't want it either.
You killed Harper with that
Christmas
movie.
ruined.
I wanted it, and I didn't enjoy it, but I wanted it beforehand.
I just like, what is this movie? Like, what? I just don't. The Civil War, not the Marvel movie, the Civil War around this film with people just fucking fighting over it is fascinating to
Are
me.
we talking
It's
about
like,
Snyder Cut?
yeah, it's like
Okay.
just people need to like calm down. It's like you're getting it, just like enjoy it. Other people aren't going to enjoy it, and that's fine. Like I did a Snyder post the other day, and the first thing I said was it's okay to admit when something just isn't made for you. These movies are just not made for me. To me, they're not DC. Like that. That's not how I view DC after a decade of reading DC comics. That's just not what it is to me. It's fine if someone else wants to enjoy it, that's fine, but just like stop getting on your high horse and putting Joss Whedon with the Omega symbol on his forehead like that means anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess it is odd when people are like refuse to accept that you cannot be excited for this movie.
Yeah,
Like, oh, no.
exactly. It's like you must be.
I'm sure it'll be better than the Whedon cut. I'm sure I'll
Probably.
have a lot of moments that I will love because I'm a big Man of Steel and Batman v Superman fan. But in the end, why do I not care? I read more DC than Marvel. I have been for 10 years. So why do I not care?
I think it's like this feeling for people who aren't completely dedicated and call, Zack Snyder boss on Vero, is that it's too late for us. You know what I mean? It's already happened. Like we got over Justice League happening, and now this is coming. And for the people who moved on, it's not like some great revelation. We're just like, oh, okay, he's doing that. Oh, well, I'm happy for him. Like that's cool that he gets to do that. But like,
yeah.
I've never hid the fact that I think he is just the way he talks about comic book films and comic book fandom just makes me anti his stuff, because it's like, if you don't like it, you don't get it. You're an idiot. You're living in a fantasy world. And that's just like not how I view shit like that. It's like the Bryan Singer mentality where he's like, I'm anti comic book. It's like, you're making a comic book film, man. Don't be anti comic book. Like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
It's just strange. I just don't like this culture that's built around. I'll watch it. I may even enjoy it, because unlike some people, I can not like the person behind it or not like the previous things and still just go into it and be like, well, let's give it a try. Because I'm not rooting for it to fail. To be honest, I don't care. Like, it's whatever it is. Whatever it is, it will not affect my life in the slightest. The only time it ever bothers me is when people are like, does Darkseid look better than Thanos? And I'm like, who gives a shit?
Oh,
Who cares? You know what I mean?
That's the same people that we were talking about the other week with like. That's the same people that we were talking about with like the power feats when they're like, well, he ran this fast in this issue, but he ran that fast. I don't care.
It's like, okay. Oh, Barry Allen technically ran faster than Bart Allen in this issue. Okay, yeah, well, tell me the better character. Okay, well, Bart's probably not a good example because that dude's been sidelined for a decade.
Yeah. Good try. But it's the same idea. Like, when people are posting like, oh, Thanos and Darkseid, yeah, it's the big antagonist of Marvel versus the big antagonist of DC. That's cool. I think we can all agree that Thanos looks more realistic, but you can still like Darkseid more. Darkseid might be more powerful, but that you could still say Thanos is the better character.
Infinity War and Endgame had what? $500 million pumped into them each. It was like $1 billion to make both of those films. Thanos is the main character basically of Infinity War and the main antagonist of both of those films. Of course he's going to look better than a cameo villain character in a movie that's practically
Darkseid's a secondary villain here.
It was given $50 million to be finished for a streaming service. Of course one is going to look better than the other. Why are we arguing? Like, why does it matter? Like, if you're excited to see Darkseid, be excited. Why is it this competition? Oh, Darkseid looks so much better. He could it's always the Darkseid could destroy Thanos. Who cares? Who's the more interesting character? Like, just enjoy it. Like, why is it always, oh, they could kick his... If Thanos didn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, Darkseid would stomp him. Okay. Batman nearly stomped Darkseid in Final Crisis, and that's a dude in a bat tights. You come at me with Darkseid. Oh, God, who cares?
Even then, I would be shocked and amazed if the League even fight Darkseid. Like I
No, I think they'll
guarantee it will.
see him for like a split second, and they'll go, "We'll definitely fight him in the movie that's not going to happen after
Restore the
this."
Snyderverse. That's gonna be the next one.
Oh,
They'll be
where's
like,
my
who
restore
was
who
that?
gives a
And then
fuck?
Wonder Woman will kind of like whisper, Dark Side. And then that'll be it. Or Cyborg will say that. And that'll be it. We won't see them fight. The final fight is still
Dark Side. Booyah.
That's the exact joke I was gonna make. It was that they go, "Who was that?" And he just goes, "Booyah!" And they all look at him like, "Huh? What the fuck?"
Dark
He's like,
Side.
"I said it."
He looks at the camera.
Oh my
I said it.
I said it. Joss, I said
Did you
it.
get
I
it?
finally
Joss,
said it.
did you get it? Joss, did you get it? Dub over
Put
it.
down the lawsuit, Joss.
Dub over it. Dub over it. I don't even want to hear it.
Because in the end, I'm excited for this movie, but I'm not excited for this movie. I think I will like it just because I've liked his previous work besides Watchmen. Don't like that. But I've liked his other DC work, even though I disagree with a lot of things they do. I don't like Pa Kent's death. I don't like how Batman kills. And I don't like his vision of like, oh, Lois Lane's going to die in the Batcave. I don't like that at all.
That's not. I bet that's not going to happen though,
No,
because
no,
it's
it's
not.
not.
It's not the original film. It's just
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
he wants it to be at this point, which is like genius. He practically put out a shittier version that he half made into the world. People went, "We didn't like this, 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 and this," and now he can just sit back and go, "I'm gonna do the opposite of that." It's like that's the perfect like. That's awesome. That's like the best like audience like film testing you could ever do.
And
is
in
put
the
it out.
yeah, he
He-
even said he
he's
hasn't
lying.
seen the Whedon cut. I remember, but I feel like
Yeah.
he has.
He
because
has to have.
When people are talking on Vero, I've seen about moments in the Whedon cut. He always chimes in like he's some random like friend. He's like, "Oh, what's
Yeah.
that?" Like they'll be like, "Man, I didn't like the brunch scene," and he's like, "Brunch scene? What movie is that from, guys?" It's like
yeah,
it's from
I
the
don't
Whedon
get
cut.
it.
He's like, "What?" You know, it's like obviously you knew that they were talking about Justice League. So, don't be like, "Oh, what movie was that? My movie?" No. Oh, okay, just making sure.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know. Watch the Snyder Cut on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harper, we don't have HBO Max in our countries yet.
We will definitely watch it legally and without any possibly potentially controversial methods.
Harper and I will be living in an apartment next to JD's house for March 18th, and we will be back in our homes.
It's got to come out on something. I think it'll probably come out on like Stan or something.
Well, yeah,
it'll be a
they've
deal.
released for every country like what it's going to be on if you don't have HBO Max.
Wonder Woman 1984 was on Crave, but you had to pay $30 to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Crave.
I think it's also going to be on Crave. The Snyder Cut is going to be
VPN.
on that.
VPN.
I mean, if you have VPN, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
probably your best method. I mean, people do that for Netflix all the time to get other countries'
Or-
Netflix.
Or you could just take. Oh no, you can't, Hunter. You can't leave Canada. I was going to say you could just take a 1-day flight. Let's go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, can't do that.
Yeah,
the world
there-
is still in
He's
chaos.
not allowed out.
There's
Let
this
me out.
there's a sickness
me
going
out.
around, JD.
Justin Trudeau
Oh,
is
I
locking
didn't.
him down.
Wait. The virus? I didn't hear about the Whedon virus.
The Whedon vote. That's another
only
thing.
heard of
I've
the
always found it
Snyder
so
virus.
funny that they call it the Whedon cut because I'm like, I don't know if it's the Whedon cut. It's more the Warner Brothers, like,
I just
fuck
call it the
around cut.
theatrical release.
Yeah, like I don't think Whedon is like, this is my movie. I'm pretty sure before any of this drama happened, you could tell Joss Whedon was like, this is a shambles.
Do you remember that like tweet that Zack Snyder put out when he was stepping down from the film? He's like, "Don't worry, Joss is gonna finish my vision," and he's like, you could probably find that tweet in the archive somewhere where he's like,
yeah.
he's like full trust in Joss, like Joss is gonna get
Yeah.
it done. And it was all the actors. Remember the actors were hyping it up too. Like Ben Affleck
Hmm.
was like, "Yeah, Joss Whedon's the man," and Gal
He
Gadot
did
was
Avengers.
like, "Oh hell no."
That was some news that came out, was all the people from like Buffy talking about Joss Whedon being a dickhead, and I just remember going, "Oh, that sucks." What does that change of anything? Like, it doesn't change Justice League. Oh no! Oh, Stanley Kubrick was a dickhead on the set of The Shining. I guess I can't watch that movie anymore either. What? Do you know how
do you
many
think-
thousands of people go into making movies? Like, one person's a dickhead. That's unfortunate. I feel bad for them. You can still watch the movie, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do you think the first guy to come up with the name Justice League felt like the most brilliant Snyder fan ever? He's like,
Yeah,
"Dude,
when-
what if they call it Justice League?"
They wrote it in the morning before they went to their, 7th grade class, and they went, "This is the best thing I've ever written." And that person was Zack Snyder.
Oh man, I didn't do my social studies homework.
So with people talking about this trailer, Zack Snyder did go on Vero and he said the runtime of this movie is technically going to be 3.5 hours, not 4 hours, because it's 20 minutes
Oh,
of
thank
credits.
God.
And halfway
fucking-
through, we're going to get a
Yep.
10-minute intermission in case this movie
Ugh.
releases in theaters in some countries. They want to have that 10-minute intermission, which will be in every version, including HBO
I will take
Max,
any
apparently.
second less that I can get.
Next bit of news is Constantine is getting HBO Max show, which is in the works. JD, will this happen?
No.
Yes.
Mm.
Constantine already had a show. I mean, there's a fan base there.
Okay. Usually
wasn't a
you're
very
good
good
at
one.
predicting this stuff like Joker.
All right. Get your bingo sheets out.
I like that joke.
Oh,
Matt Ryan, who originally prayed for Constantine to play Constantine, and he got the role of Constantine. He probably, after auditioning, he prayed for it, and
he prayed. He was probably praying, for the role.
yeah, and then he eventually got it.
Bloody land this. I hope so. How does Matt Ryan sound?
Yeah, they're not casting him in this. It's gonna be a different actor.
Yeah, wasn't there there was a rumor of Riz Ahmed, but like that was from a source that apparently is very
It was
unreliable.
Just Trust
so
Me,
it's-
bro.
Yeah, it's probably like we got this covered on Movie Web or some other piece of shit website.
Next bit of news is Jay Garrick and Stargirl. Harper, you're very excited about this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, like who else are you gonna cast, man? John Wesley Shipp rocks.
Wait. Why am I not excited about this? I think John Wesley
Because
Shipp
you've
is
never
like
read you've never
John-
read the Flash ever in your
True.
life. You're an idiot.
John
Real world,
Wesley.
the Flash has
John
read more
Wesley
than you.
Shipp is the most accurate Flash actor to ever hit the screen. Boom.
No, not only that, John Wesley Shipp is the
He's the most
best
accurate
actor
Jay
to
Garrick
portray
and Barry Allen.
two different Flash. Exactly. I'm gonna put this out there for people who haven't watched it. 90% of the 90s Flash TV series is very fun and very good. Like it's genuinely a fun watch. I mean, it's dated, but it's a really fun watch. And John Wesley Shipp as Barry Allen is just so fun.
My dad has a tattoo.
And they
of
take
John
inspiration from Wally.
Wait, hang on. Your dad has a tattoo of John Wesley. What?
Yeah, he's a really big fan of the 90s Flash, so he has the 90s Flash tattooed on his arm.
Wait, your dad, Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo.
Swear on a hero story.
Okay. Why? I swear that
'Cause
my
I
dad
don't
has
believe
this
you.
tattoo. Okay, I'll send you a picture later.
That's amazing. What is it? Just his face on like his chest or something?
It's on his arm. He has the cowl on and everything, but it is that version of the Flash.
Are you kidding? That's incredible.
No, I'm not kidding. Why is that so shocking?
That's all. I don't know. I just like I would have
Oh.
never thought that I would have met someone who's like a diehard fan of that show to the point of getting a tattoo.
It's
That's
more
crazy.
so that he's a big Flash fan, really. He picked that version because he likes the look of that version.
Well, it's a
but he
good
likes the
version.
Flash in general.
It's a genuinely good costume too. Like when you see it in photos, it looks stiff, but then in the show, it actually looks quite good.
Yeah, like he still watches CW Flash and he still likes it a lot. So
Did he watch Crisis?
Yeah.
What did he think of that scene?
I don't know.
Oh, because that's like the best scene of that entire crossover. Is,
Yeah,
is
it
John
is.
Wesley Shipp's
Yeah,
sacrifice.
I'll have to ask him.
So
Yeah.
the current theory going around is that he might be wearing a suit that's closer to Jay in the comics, even though he's already pretty comic accurate, like with the bolt coming from.
Wouldn't it be
bottom
the
to
one that's
top.
in the show?
Huh?
There's one in the show. They show like the banner of Jay Garrick, and it's just like the sweater with the pants.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that-
Like people are saying that he's gonna wear that. That's cool.
yeah.
And the Shade, who's a Golden Age Flash villain, is gonna be the villain in season 2. That's great.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There's a lot of theories that we're in Blue Valley, Nebraska, aka the home of Wally West.
Wally
Could Wally
West.
West be Jay's legacy in this?
Probably not.
And
because they
Jeff
wanna-
Johns works on the show. Jeff Johns knows the
Mhm.
Flash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next bit of news after that. Oh God, someone else pronounce this person's name.
Okay. What is it? Do you really want me to look? Okay. Let's pause. Everyone, welcome.
I
to the Hero
mispronounce
Story,
names
episode
every week,
128.
and every week someone's like, "Oh, you said that wrong." And I'm
Let's
like,
just check and
Zaw,
then make
Zaw
sure.
Ashton,
Yeah. All right. We'll go with that.
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Oh, doggy.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That'll do. Zaw Ashton.
Has been casted in Captain Marvel 2 as a villain. We don't know who she's playing yet. A lot of people are saying Skrull Queen for some reason, just because Skrulls were in Captain Marvel 1, but I feel like they're going to go a different route this time. I understand that it would make sense with Secret Invasion coming up, but I don't know. Any
Yeah,
predictions?
sometimes I forget that we, like most of the listeners of this show, listen and don't watch on YouTube. So I just said, "Oh, doggy," and there was no context behind it. Hunter has his dog.
Yeah,
For
on my
those who are
lap.
watching on YouTube, Hunter has his dog. I'm
His
not
dog
losing my
is his dog is Daredevil.
Yeah,
I am the Mandarin, but I'm not losing my mind.
Should we be calling you that now?
Yes, I would prefer you call me the
Well,
Mandarin.
Harper's
or,
dead, so you can't call him Harper.
Yeah, or,
Oh,
or
right,
optionally just call me Guy Pearce, famous actor Guy Pearce. I would appreciate.
Okay, sounds good. So the next bit of news is actually more of a rumor. We're going to talk about WandaVision for a little bit. Granted, this episode is being recorded before episode 7 drops. So
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about WandaVision a little bit here, but this is just a theory because this has been going all over the internet this week. People think that the Fantastic Four are going to be introduced in the show. The reasoning of this is because we got Monica talking about it and Engineer, and we got like little hints here and there of like Monica's clothes being similar. I don't think so either. But I just thought it'd be worth to talk about here. I think it'd be cool. I think if Reed came in, that'd be pretty cool.
It'd be cool.
Be pretty cool.
Hey,
You guys think it'll be pretty cool?
Oh, it'll be pretty cool.
Watch, this episode's gonna come out, and one of it's already gonna come out by now. And
dude, well, I actually did have the thought. I was like, we all keep being like, oh, what's it really gonna be? Imagine if it was like Reed Richards and it's like an A-list fucking actor that walks in. Imagine our minds being blown. And it would be amazing because WandaVision is already a good show. So the Fantastic Four would finally already be in something that was good. Even if the movie sucked, you could be like, hey, Reed Richards was finally in something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does that. It's not going to happen.
I'm going to say it's going to happen then. Just in case it does happen and people can come back and watch this episode and be like, hey, look.
John Krasinski, is that who you think? John Krasinski's going to show up.
I would like John Krasinski, but I don't think Marvel's going to do it.
The flatter kind of hair and the buttoned up top from the
And this episode's going to have a bit of Office vibes. So
can you imagine? Can you imagine if you? Oh my god, it'd be incredible.
That would be the perfect episode for him to come in.
Maybe that's how they got their powers. The Hex. No, there's no.
I mean, we got Jimmy Woo was on The Office in that one episode. We got I won't say the special character that's been in the last 2 episodes, but yes, he was on The Office.
That actor is also
for I think 2 episodes, or maybe just 1. But yeah, there's two actors that are Office late. If John Krasinski came in for this exact episode, Ultron's
in The Office too.
James Snyder. That's right. We haven't seen Ultron WandaVision yet, but he's kind of
no. God, I hope he's in it though.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I just thought it was worth saying. The actress who plays Darcy in the Thor movies, and another thing, I guess.
Kat Dennings.
Yeah, and I guess WandaVision, I'll just say. She has said that she's already filmed a scene for another MCU project, but she's not saying what it is. It's not Thor, but it's another MCU thing that's coming out. She's already filmed scenes for it.
Oh, maybe Falcon and Winter Soldier, or probably a Disney Plus thing, right?
Maybe it's Loki.
Maybe like Armor Wars. Like I could see that.
Has Armor Wars filmed yet, though? Has it even started filming? She said that she's already filmed her scene.
Oh, already filmed. Oh.
Yeah. Loki? That's my guess.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, she kind of has history with him. So, if anything, him. Marvel announced a new show called Marvel's Assembles, which will be just the behind the scenes of Marvel. So, if you don't own a Blu-ray, this will be good. WandaVision behind the scenes will be in this, but I mean, we've already seen a lot, so... All right. Danny Elfman will be composing the score for Doctor Strange 2.
Finally reunited.
Yeah. A lot of people online seem to not be so hyped about this because apparently his most recent work is very unforgettable, like the Justice League.
It's unforgettable, so it's like amazing and you can't forget it.
I mean, I kind of forget it here.
Yeah, so that's what you meant, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. And then
JD, get off your phone. Your stocks can wait, motherfucker. Pay attention to the
stocks. Remember what we were talking about before the show?
I was about to ask about that.
To quote Thanos, the work is done.
Actually?
What?
Did you buy it? Secured.
JG just bought a house.
I did not buy. I mean, I should have bought a house with this money.
Okay, maybe just
tell everyone what you just did.
Oh God, my stomach is on fire right now. Okay,
I know what it's like. Yeah, that butterfly feeling where you're like, oh.
For those who know me, the Flash 110 has been my white whale of comics. It's the first appearance of Wally West, and it's from 1959, so it's super old, meaning it's also hard to get. I found a copy that was online and it looked really good, but it wasn't slabbed. I wanted it pre-slabbed, but I think this one has potential to be a higher grade, and it could end up being a good money thing. Words are hard. Anyway, I bought it. I made an offer on it, and they made a counter offer, and I accepted the counter offer. So,
what was the counter
would you
offer?
like to
this
say
is the
how
most I've
much?
ever spent on a comic by like times like 5. Oh God.
Okay,
How
well,
much was it in the
yeah.
end? Do you want to say or not?
Yeah, I'll say it. I like to be clear with the financials because I think other collectors like this kind of thing. The original listing price was $750. I made an offer at 600 and he countered at 650 and I accepted at 650. So that's $100 off.
Damn, that's $100 off.
Oh God, it hurts.
It could be worth 2,000.
That's. I hope it comes and it's.
I mean, it
just
could
a
be if it
crisp-
if it was like an 8.0, yeah, it would be worth like 2,000. But oh man, this is
You
this
did
is a
it. You
crazy
got your
thing.
most wanted book. You've been talking about this book since we met.
Yeah, he's done it.
I know. I've been talking about this
Your
book for
story
years.
too. It'll be like captured in history forever. You're gonna get it in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be like ripped to pieces, and you're gonna look back on this episode and be like, "Man, I was so excited." And look what happened.
Man, that young child was so excited about this book.
Now I'm a jaded old man.
Well, so I purchased it and then I immediately got new message from eBay seller and I was like, oh God, he's gonna tell me like psych.
Yeah,
This is Harper actually selling it and he's just been messing with me. But he was
Harper's
like,
dead. I'm the Mandarin.
the Mandarin, Harper from Beyond the Grave. I gotta resuscitate Harper.
Yeah,
But no, he
at
was
some
like, he was like, shipping out tomorrow. Thanks. So I was like, oh man.
So you're gonna get it in the next few days, probably.
I would say probably within a week and a half,
Yeah.
maybe. It depends on how bad the snow is gonna be. It's supposed to snow a lot.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're not like you, Canada. We shut down in
Oh
the
my
snow. We
God.
don't work with the
Hunter,
snow.
it's like the one fucking thing you know is snow. So anyone mentions it and you get on your high horse like, oh, you don't know snow.
It's
Shut
because
the fuck up.
it's
Go read
because he can
Avengers.
actually pronounce and spell snow correctly.
I will go get in a. I will go get in a suit right now to talk about weather. 'Cause that's
Oh
all
my
I know.
God, whatever. That's what you should do then.
What weather?
What?
Quite on with the news. Sorry.
How you going?
Marvel Studios has gained the rights back to Jessica Jones and the Punisher. It's kind of like what they did with Daredevil a few months ago. So now they could do whatever they want with Jessica Jones and Punisher. Netflix no longer owns them. So can't wait to see Jessica Jones on the big screen in the Snyder Cut coming to HBO Max.
Oh my God,
March
no,
18th.
no. What if that's the post-credit scene? A Marvel crossover.
But it's only Jessica Jones. It's not like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. It's Jessica
And everyone's
Jones.
like, oh, okay.
I think
fair
that
enough.
means they have everyone back. I could be wrong.
I think so. No, I'm pretty sure
Luke
that's
Cage
right.
and Iron Fist getting the rights back, but I'm pretty sure it already happened because they're canceled first, I think. So, yeah, now they can do whatever they want with them. So expect them in Spider-Man 3, both of them. Now
You're probably not wrong either.
Now on to comic book news. JD, were you looking at the solicitations?
Yeah, I was looking
Okay,
at solicitations.
Can you just maybe read off some cool solicitations? I'm gonna save my dog. She's panting like crazy. I'm gonna make sure she has water. Be right back.
Save the
Nope.
dog.
No problem. All right, we got a new Mr. Miracle mini series, which is kind of surprising since I felt like after Tom King's Mr. Miracle wouldn't be touched for like years.
Is it the Mr. Miracle from like the Future State backups though? I don't remember his name, but it's not scot-free.
Let's see. This is the solicitation. The Mr. Miracle show used to be the hottest ticket in town. Whether you caught him on stage escaping from pernicious traps or spotted him on the streets of Metropolis taking out bad guys. What Shiloh Norman forgot is the first rule of... Oh, yeah. It's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
That
new
makes
one.
sense.
No, that's interesting at least.
Yeah,
if
no,
you do
but that makes sense. I'm
another-
glad because I didn't want the Tom
Yeah,
King one to be used.
If you do another Scott miniseries, there's no way it would like compare
have
to the
any,
one.
any kind of lasting. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's cool.
Yeah. I probably
mean-
won't read it, but that's cool.
No, yeah, it's if you like that kind of thing. Wonder Girl, Yara Flora is getting her own series, which we already kind of knew. It's
Yeah.
written and drawn by Joelle Jones, who did the Catwoman series. Very talented artist, and
Very
yeah,
much so.
that's cool. I think it's going to be a good book for people who like that kind of thing.
Is that going to be your catchphrase for every other book?
It's like, you ever watch Jeopardy back in the day? When they do like the Meet the Nerd section where like they give like their backstory, like, oh, I did this once in my life, Alex Trebek used to always say, good for you. And it was always
Good
so like
for you.
demeaning. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do. Future State Gotham, written by Joshua Williamson. You like Red Hood Future State? Well,
Gotham?
get ready for 6 issues more of it. It's
What?
it's a
Gotham?
continuation of the Future State that Joshua Williamson did with Red Hood.
Yeah, I haven't read any of it.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to like that kind of thing. So if you do, good for
That's
you.
DC's boy and our boy. When are we getting Williamson back?
Hopefully soon. I reached out to a writer today. Won't give a name, haha, but they didn't respond. So pain.
Oh,
Agony.
I reached out to someone.
I mean,
and
hopefully
they
he
were
does.
like game to do it, but they couldn't do it because they said English isn't their first language, and they're like it would be chaos. And I was like, well, thank you for being upfront and honest, but it would have been so cool. So
It probably would have been.
it was my boy. It was my boy Keifu from Iron Man.
I am back.
Oh.
That guy rocks. Hello,
I'm
Hunter.
not gonna give up on the one that I reached out to, so I won't reveal it just yet. But anyway, Legends of the Dark Knight is gonna be a new series, it's like an iconic series from DC has done these for years and years. It's gonna be a Mr. Freeze story to start, so another Batman book, of course. Milestone is actually coming back. They're doing a one shot called Milestone Returns Infinite Edition.
Yes.
And,
Woohoo!
yeah,
This was
it's gonna
announced
set
at
up all the titles with, like,
DC
Static Shock and all that.
Fandom, wasn't it?
I'm so excited.
The fandom announced this.
Well,
yeah.
it was announced at Fandom that they were going to be coming back, but now it's like officially like this is their one shot.
Wait.
So.
Does this mean Grifter's coming back?
Grifter is already in. He's he was
Grifter's been in
Future State.
Batman, Harper. I don't know if you knew that.
Grifter's been in Batman. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's your
My name
there's
isn't
your YouTube,
Harper,
cut
dickhead.
right there.
Oh, the Mandarin. Sorry. Is it the Mandarin or can we just say Mandarin?
It's the Mandarin. Well, when people refer to him, they will say, like, if Tony's talking in a sentence, he'll say Mandarin or the Mandarin, but his title is the Mandarin.
Do you want me?
You know
to
what I
call
also
you
realized?
the-
You can call me whatever you want. Mandarin, the Mandarin, Guy Pearce.
Harper?
Which, by the way, I just remembered Guy Pearce is Australian, so I don't even have to change this voice to be Guy Pearce. G'day,
Oh,
guys.
there
I'm
you go.
Guy Pearce.
Anything
Oh,
else
is
for
it
DC,
me?
or is that kind of the?
Well, we know Chip Zdarsky's doing a Justice League book. Did we already know this?
Yeah.
I already knew this for a while.
Didn't
I
the
feel like,
title
but-
get changed?
Justice
No.
League Last Ride. He's using the team from the animated series because he said that's his favorite version of the team. So it's got Jon Stewart and I'm assuming
Hell
Wally
yeah.
West. I mean, it's just a Flash suit, but I'm assuming it's Wally.
Oh, that would be cool.
He said in his newsletter that his favorite version of the Justice League is the animated one, so he wanted to make that the team. So
As it should be.
assuming it's Wally
I
West.
honestly think that is the best. Like across everything.
yeah, I mean
think
it's
the best.
I mean-
Hawkgirl's not on the cover and she is on the animated team, so I don't know if maybe the cover's not showing all, but
I would
yeah.
argue. The best
Batman
team,
Earth 1 volume
the Scott Snyder, like
Oh.
original issues team. Sorry,
I'd make the argument that
guess-
JLA
Isn't that the same
97
team? Oh,
JLA 97 is the greatest team because you got Kyle Rayner, Wally West, and then you
Mhm.
got, Martian Manhunter, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, it's a great team. Aquaman.
well, the TV
anyway,
one only had Aquaman show up for a couple episodes, and I think that was really good because that character is just useless, and any fan of him, I think, is an idiot.
Hunter.
Hey.
I was
Not-
waiting for like Hunter to do his own version of the
Oh.
Good try.
How
good
was
try.
that? Was
It's
that
got to come from
decent?
the soul.
Okay.
yeah.
For fans of Earth 1, Batman Earth 1 Volume 3 has finally been solicited.
Yeah,
It's gonna come out,
It's the best Bat book.
June 8th, 2021.
Best Bat book.
That's definitely a take. I've only read Volume 1, so I can't speak on it as much. I know I got
I
to read
feel like
Volume
I'm
2.
shocked every time you tell me that, but then
I know, you
I
are.
knew that.
It's as good as flipping Darkseid War.
Well, you're comparing a Justice League book to a Canadian. I was going to say Canadian book. Hey,
You fucked it up. Move on.
Alrighty.
Anyway, that's pretty much it from the solicitations. That was the big stuff. So
Marvel's.
Hey,
been
what's
saying-
happening with Young Justice? It's me, Caleb, comic savior. I'm just wondering. Because like I think Bendis's Young Justice was really good, but like where are they going with it now?
well, the title's over, Caleb, so they're not going anywhere with it.
No way. What? Dude, I'm really high right now. That's Caleb.
Oh god.
Marvel hasn't done their. Marvel's kind of strange with solicitation. Sometimes they don't do like a full solicitation, but my dog is like shaking right now. Sorry.
Oh, well, you live in Canada.
Oh
It's
yeah.
cold.
Maybe I should adjust the temperature from -29 to something else. Um, Shang-Chi versus the Marvel Universe was
Marvel
one thing
Universe,
announced for Marvel.
yeah.
It's kind of continuing the kills the Marvel Universe. It's just this versus the Marvel Universe. So I guess they're saying, hey, Shang-Chi isn't going to snap.
I've never read any of the kills the Marvel universe. Are they stupid?
I've read
They sound
Deadpool.
stupid.
I read Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe.
They sound stupid. Are
No,
they
they're
stupid?
stupid, but in like an enjoyable way. Like, don't think too much into it. There's a Punisher one too, I believe. I think there's a few more. I could be wrong. I've only read the Deadpool one, but yeah, Shang-Chi's the next character to get this. It comes out in May. It's just a one shot, as far as I know, or maybe it's a miniseries. I'm pretty sure it's a one shot. But they announced a few different things for this solicitations. No Thor book in May for some reason. I guess it's getting delayed.
Thank God.
Because Donny Cates is getting a little busy with his next book, which was announced by Todd McFarlane. Spawn Universe is a big thing that Todd McFarlane announced the day of recording. This is, I was going to say December 18th, but no, it's February 18th. You have a Spawn 1?
Never even read it. Yeah, I told you this right before we were recording. Do you not remember this?
I
literally showed it on the camera.
That is so funny. He wasn't paying much attention. He was still trying.
He
to
wasn't.
Like it.
I remember when we were talking about Spawn #1 versus Walking Dead #1. They're both from Image, but one has you know a really small print
I'm
run.
pretty
One has
sure.
a big
By the
print
way,
run, and
I'm saying this for.
I literally said Spawn has such a big print run that even I own one. I've never even read it, but I own it, and then I pulled it out and showed it to you.
I think that's JD meme of the week is him holding it up, Hunter going, "You have Spawn 1," and then you casually just going, "I've never read it."
I haven't.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
I literally know nothing about Spawn. Like,
I'm sorry. I put a picture up behind my computer, so it's just very distracting right now. I keep looking at it.
What is the picture?
I won't reveal it. Why would I
Is
reveal
it, is it of you and your father, Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah. No, it's
Hey,
not.
it's Mark fucking Ruffalo.
I don't know if I should reveal it. It's a very special photo. I don't know if I should reveal it. So Todd McFarlane.
Is this
I'm
a joke?
here, by the
I'm
way.
waiting for the pun. To quote the great Joker 2019, I'm waiting for the punchline.
Oh my God, it's actually Sunday. Why do you he keeps looking at it?
Sometimes I can't tell if Hunter's a grown man or if he's like 12. Oh, God. For those just listening, he has a picture of Sonic behind him.
Oh my God.
So
why do you have a picture of Sonic pinned behind your computer that you just keep looking at longingly? Like, what is wrong with you?
It's a reference that probably no one gets. But
No.
So early days of not early, it's like episode 100 to like 120 or something. My desk used to be over there in my room, right?
Yeah.
So I had a different background, but I rearranged my room to make me have more space. There used to be a dresser where this was, and it was covering this like kind of hole in the wall. It was like it was kind of like a damage in the wall. I don't know how so it's not a hole, but it's like it's damage from DC.
That's a lot of damage.
Remember Damage? Remember that character from
Yeah,
from
that
2016?
guy's dead.
Yeah.
He's like Harper. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the Mandarin.
Thank you. So there's this hole in the wall, and for the past like 3 months, since I moved my setup, I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. I've been staring at this hole in my wall while we record, so I'm like, I need to change that, but I don't know what I can put over that. So I've been replaying the hit video game Shadow the Hedgehog, and the president of the United States has a picture of Sonic and Shadow on his desk, and it looks so bad. And it's like, why would the president have that on his desk? So I took a screenshot and I cropped it, and I took that exact picture that the president has, and I put it on my desk to cover the wall.
You are a monster.
Yeah, I bet Joe Biden did the exact same thing. Honestly, he has a picture of Shadow and Sonic on his desk.
We want peace and decency and
like
Sonic.
Like the quality's not good.
Why is it pinned to the wall? You put pins through the plaster?
Your wall was already damaged. Now you put pins in.
I didn't have tape. I'm Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I don't have tape. You know?
Oh,
So, but I had pins. So yeah, that's why that's there.
Oh, this is the weirdest, dumbest tangent in this show's entire history. Oh my
Agreed.
god! If only Harper was here to see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do we resuscitate Harper? Do we need like Mark Ruffalo and Stan Lee to like team up and use their devil powers?
I have no idea because I'm the Mandarin.
Well, the Mandarin, he kind of he.
Hey,
looks
Stan.
natural.
Stan, are you there?
I can ask him.
Ask Stan.
Stan, it's the Mandarin. Oh, what's that? You died like 3 years ago. No, he can't come. He's dead.
He's the devil.
Oh, he's the devil. Oh, I'll ask him as the devil. Hey, Stan, you the devil? Yeah, he's coming. He's coming real quick.
He's coming in WandaVision.
Hey guys, it's me, the fucking devil.
Stan, can you resuscitate? You're the devil. Can we trade you the soul of a hero story to bring our friend Harper back?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Let me just try something. You guys vamp for a second while I set this up, and it might work or it might not.
Definitely not going to work when it comes to Stan Lee, but you know, maybe if we get
We'll
Jack
vamp.
Kirby to do it for you.
I guess I could continue with the news of the week, but I kind of want.
No,
the
it's
Mandarin-
okay. I've got it.
Oh,
Okay. Stick with me, boys. The blackest night falls from the skies. The darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. What happened?
So Harper, you're back.
Where am I? Is this a hero story?
Yeah, we've been
Won't
recording.
believe what just happened. Stan Lee, the devil, recited the Black Lantern oath, and you're back.
No way. That's amazing. How did I die?
How did he?
Last
die?
last
I think I
hero
remember-
story episode, you died.
Oh, right.
Oh, I remember. I read too
Joshua
many-
DeGrazia.
Yeah, I remember what happened is I read too many fucking Future State books and I went, fuck this, I'm not on this week. And that was it. Anyway,
And
I'm
so
back.
you
Who
died.
took my place?
The Mandarin.
The Mandarin? What? He's
Yeah.
Chinese.
Oh, also
That's
Guy
whitewashing,
Pearce.
man. That's
Also
fucking-
Guy
Oh,
Pearce.
wait, Guy Pearce as the Mandarin? That's weird, man.
It was very weird.
I
Yeah,
can't imagine that ever happening.
I didn't
Thank
like
God
it.
we won't ever see the movie. Oh.
Anyways, we were just in the middle of the news of the week. Talking about
Oh, cool.
Spawn, which I guess the Mandarin might be a fan of. I don't know if you are.
No, not really. Wait, like news of the week. Have we gotten that Age of Ultron trailer yet or not?
Oh yeah. So the Age of Ultron trailer was leaked. It's kind
Oh.
of bad quality, but it looks
Oh,
dark.
okay.
Like it actually looks like a dark movie.
Dude, that's what I was hoping for. What I was hoping for is like, okay, so Joss Whedon is my favorite director, and I know right now in 2015 that he would never be a bad man or a dickhead. And I know that he's going to make a very dark movie. And I could be wrong. I reckon Ultron is going to be really serious, and he's going to have a mouth that doesn't move. What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, in the trailer, he's like, "There's no strings on me."
Dude,
Kinda like
I can't wait to
Pinocchio.
see that in the movie. I
Yeah,
can't
so
wait to see that
It's kinda
specific
like a sense
part of.
humor, but like it's like a dark sense of humor.
I really can't wait to see that exact scene in the movie.
The
I really hope
exact
they don't
scene.
take it out.
Yeah. I can't believe the trailer was leaked.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, a bit of Caleb.
I'm excited to, dude. I'm so excited to see Quicksilver because I've heard rumors they're going to do a solo film with him, and that would be so cool.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Before the Flash movie, probably.
Yeah, isn't the Flash movie coming out next week or something?
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
next year. Well, it's 2015 now, so 2016 it should be in development. You know, it should be out by the end
Yeah,
of
cool.
2016.
Have they still got that really friendly guy Ezra Miller who definitely doesn't choke fans in the street? They still
Yeah,
got him
yeah.
attached to the movie.
Yeah. I think so.
This was a
We-
better year. 2015 was a better year, man. Everything.
Do you
felt a
guys
bit more
remember the
calm.
Age of Ultron trailer was actually leaked?
I
Yes.
watched it in my IT class in high school. It leaked, and I went, guys. And my teacher, who was usually really strict, just let it happen. We all watched it, and I was like, "This
On
is the
like
greatest
terrible
thing ever."
quality.
Yeah,
Hearing
it was.
Ultron.
Well, no, because they
No
leaked it,
strings
and
on
because
me.
it leaked, Marvel released it like an hour after it leaked. Remember,
Yeah.
they released it. So we watched the released
watched-
version after it leaked, and I was like, whoa. Yeah.
They're marketing for that movie, man. They posted the whole Iron Man versus Hulk fight on YouTube. Like 2
Yeah,
weeks
pretty
before
much.
the movie was out.
That fight rocks.
It was, but I
It's so
watched
good.
it before the movie was out. So when
I don't know if it's a hot
like,
take. I think Age of Ultron rocks too. I
I think it's a
like
good
that
movie too. I think there's no
Yeah.
strings on me.
So anyway, what do we talk about? It's 2015. Are there any like news of the comics?
Yeah, there is Spawn news. The movie's still coming, I guess. Todd
Jamie
McFarlane-
Foxx's Spawn.
So, but not Todd McFarlane kind of refuses to make the movie unless he is the director. So I'm sure they'll give it to him. So we should expect this movie released by
definitely happen.
It should be like 2018 by the time we see this.
Yeah,
So-
no, it definitely won't be like another 7 years or something.
But I hear in 2021 he also announced Spawn Universe, which is his idea of making 2021 the year of Spawn. By doing this, he has a Spawn comic coming out every single week starting in June.
Whoa, is that really what the plan is?
Yeah. So
Damn,
this is
ambitious.
for real too. So Spawn has always been just one series. It's never changed from this one series, and we're 315 issues in so far. Well, almost 300. I think it's 313 now. But within that, Todd McFarlane said, "I don't want people who just read Spawn to only go to comic stores once a month. He wants to change that." So he started something called Spawn Universe. It's going to be a one-shot that's coming out in June, and it's going to launch a few other titles. Huge creative team on this book. It's kind of like Action Comics 1000, where it's like a ton of mini stories in one.
Oh.
It's going to be massive. We're talking people like Brett Booth, Greg Capullo, Donny
Ooh.
Cates is writing a story, and Donny Cates is even going to be writing one of the ongoings coming out as well. Pretty much name an artist, they're likely attached to this, because there's going to be like, it's not like Action Comics where there's 10 little stories. It's going to be like 30 little stories. It seems it's going to be a really thick book.
Awesome.
After that, there's going to be a Spawn book every single week. The titles are Spawn, as we already know, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and the Scorched. The Scorched is going to be
Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn is. I don't know much. He didn't really say what these are going to be about, but I guess Spawn fans might recognize the names King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn. But the Scorch is going to be a new team that's going to be set in the Spawn universe. I don't think Spawn's on the team, but it is like a superhero-based team in the same universe.
I think Gunslinger Spawn is just Arthur Morgan, but as Spawn, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do your Arthur Morgan voice.
Well, yeah, I was
what
waiting for
What
it.
made
I
you
was-
possibly think that I was then going to do an Arthur Morgan impression?
Because
I mean,
we were
you're known
talking.
You're kind of known for voices.
I can't even do an Arthur Morgan impression.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. Lenny, where you at?
Lenny!
I'll keep her in black on your behalf.
There we go.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, we're just waiting for that.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, that's kind of the end of the news. Is Todd McFarlane announcing that it's all starting in June. Do you guys plan on reading anything for Spawn?
No.
Yeah, same. But good for people that like Spawn.
Good for Todd.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like Todd. Todd McFarlane's cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. I
mean, out of him and Rob Liefeld, who's better?
Oh, they're also re-releasing.
Well, Hunter
Spawn
prefers
1.
Rob Liefeld, but
Stop! I
Yeah.
don't.
Stop! I
Rob
don't.
Liefeld's
Stop!
got kind
I
of annoying,
don't.
and he's got an annoying voice, doesn't he?
Todd,
Oh,
No, Rob Liefeld.
does he? I don't
Like,
know.
hey guys, it's Rob Liefeld or something like that, right?
No, I think you got a pretty.
Doesn't he
normal
have an
voice.
annoying voice, or is it just because all of his I read his text in an annoying voice?
I think you
because
read
he's
his text in an
dumbass?
annoying
Oh,
voice.
okay, that's what it is. Anyway, he's actually Hunter's dad. It's not Mark Ruffalo.
Oh God.
Carry on.
No,
Carry on.
it's not true.
It's true.
Hunter doesn't have
afraid.
any feet because Rob Liefeld couldn't make them.
It's true.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Didn't I say
yeah.
a story where I broke my foot? Oh no, was that before recording or during?
That was before the show?
before
Yeah, you
recording.
talked about
Oh,
breaking
yeah.
your foot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. I kicked a boat.
We
Why
have
would
we
you
have this
kick a
thing
boat?
which is called before recording where we just talk about everything. It's basically Timmy's talk.
Yeah.
No, it's basically this show right now because that's what we're doing right this second. This is that conversation.
Yeah. I just
basically
mentioned
is.
I kicked a boat. Yeah. Now on
kicked a
to the
boat?
comics of the week. Cover of the week, pick of the week.
I didn't read anything.
Neither did I.
Wait, no. Are you serious?
I didn't read. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
read
read a
anything.
single issue from this week.
What?
What came out? What came out? I didn't even. What was I supposed to?
Okay. If you.
I'm fucking with you. I read like 4 issues.
Oh,
Can't
okay,
remember.
I'm like,
look, at
am I-
Hunter, look at Hunter's face though. He was like,
God, you cried. Iron Man came out this week as if I didn't read it.
Yeah,
Come
I was
on.
going to say, but you were talking about King in Black today. I swear.
I was. Yeah, I read King in
Hunter,
Black. I read
Hunter,
Iron
Hunter thought
Man,
his
I
whole
read
life was the
Next
Truman Show right
Batman,
there.
I
Yeah,
read
I'm just like, do I have to
Batcat?
just host this part by myself?
No.
Oh yeah,
Batcat
Batcat came out. My pick of the week, and my pick of the week is The Last Ronin, #2. This
No,
is
of
so
course.
cool.
Yeah, I didn't read that one.
It's so freaking cool. My cover of the week. Oh,
It's got to be that Alex Ross Iron Man
It-
jumping into the stars cover.
yeah. It's Iron Man.
Cosmic.
It's so
That
cosmic.
cover is
eh?
incredibly.
It's very, very cosmic.
A follower said to me, or a listener of the show rather, said to me, "How many times do you think Hunter's going to say cosmic this episode?" And I said, "If he says it more than 10 times, I will end my life on the show live."
Say it 9 more times. Say it 9 more times. Say it 9 more times.
No. Then you'll have to bring me back again.
Cosmic.
No.
Cosmic.
Don't do it.
Cosmic.
Don't do it.
Cosmic.
Please.
Cosmic.
Hunter, hear me out.
Cosmic.
Hear me out, dude.
Cosmic.
Look. But no, that's,
Oh, he's leaving it on that.
No,
Oh,
that wasn't 10. That wasn't 10. That wasn't 10. That wasn't 10 at all.
oh, thank God. Oh,
That,
We're at
we're-
8 on the
we're at
counter.
8. Jeez, I thought we were at 9. But...
oh, 9.
I
I'm
think
not
we
good
were
at
at
counting.
9. I think because he said the 1 initially.
Mhm.
Anyway, and then pick of the week for me would be, I think, King in Black.
It was cool. Hey, let's start with
It
that.
was fucking awesome. It was so
This is
good.
So good. This is the best event
such-
since Secret Wars.
It's like this book that I shouldn't have any attachment to, and then things happen, and I go, "That was the coolest thing in the world."
Yeah.
Like,
It's so good. How is it this good? JD, what are you doing? You're like, oh yeah, Death Metal wasn't good. And then you're avoiding the best event in comics and like
I'll eat a
6
hero
years?
sandwich, and I won't read King in Black, but I'll watch
I'll,
Stargirl
I'll
season
have a-
2.
I'll have a hero sandwich. I'll have a couple cannolis, and I'll maybe rewatch The Godfather or something. Oh,
You come here unannounced at my daughter's wedding, Nick.
oh God, you're
Shut
butchering
up.
it.
Nick Wilde, you betrayed me, Nick Wilde.
Dude, you literally sound like the voice actors in GTA 5. No, 4, GTA 4. Hey, Nico, it's go bowling.
It's cousin. It is cousin.
cousin. I can't do.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was.
I
interesting.
actually voiced her on GTA 4.
Hang on, what?
I didn't.
real?
No, not at all.
Well, sometimes you say outlandish things, and then I'm like you talk about your dad having a Flash 90s tattoo. I just assume you talk about you not having ovens in Canada, but that was a lie. I don't know. I never know what you are.
I forgot about that.
I never know.
The picture in front of me. So-
Oh my, yeah, exactly. It's just you have so many weird character traits, and I'm just like, I don't believe that for a second. And then you show us, and I'm like, what?
yeah,
Are we
I have a
talking spoilers for
strange
King in
flag.
Black? we talking
Yeah, spoilers ahead for King in Black. I mean, if you're not reading it, then you probably don't care. But if you are reading it, you
Just
probably would
skip
have read it by now.
5 minutes.
Or
Yeah.
you've read it by now. It's so
hope so.
cool. Okay, so one thing that I want to talk about is Jean Grey basically assembles a team of such
No, but-
cool characters.
It is so cool, but also that reveal where she walks out. I have never read an X-Men book. I probably never will. And then when it was revealed that it was Jean Grey like coming out controlling all of this, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. It should not mean a single thing to me. Like nothing in there should like relate directly to me. And yet I was still like, this is so awesome, man.
Yeah, because I guess for those who didn't read it, and JD, the whole thing is like these characters are coming back to life in a way because they've all been like trapped in the symbiote or they're
Yeah.
basically dead, but they're all coming back and they're being talked to in their heads, but they don't know who it is until this big page with Jean Grey walking out like that, where it's just
so
like this big
cool.
reveal. And
That's
she
a great
says,
page.
"My name is Jean Grey. Now, let's see what makes you bleed." And she just looks at Noel.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's so cool. She assembles it. She gets Dylan, who's Eddie Brock's son, to kind of get these people back to life, these specific people to form her own team. And this team consists of Doctor Strange, Cyclops, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Thor, Storm, and Namor. Like, that's such a cool team.
I did like the page where they're like, Namor, you're up. And he's like, it's about time. Like, he's just been standing there waiting. He's like, when are these assholes going to let me do something?
He finally
He's
got
so
to do
impatient.
something.
He's such a knob.
Yeah, he grew his hair out too. Well,
Yeah,
the
he looks
last
good.
song was like Avengers, like Aaron, like the original.
That's an outfit that I feel shouldn't work with like the black armor on the arms, but like the bare chest or everything. But it looks awesome.
It does. I like it a lot. I think this is his best look. Granted, his
Better
other
than
looks are.
Aquaman. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
Just making sure.
He was about to say whatever the word was. Oh, he was about to say cosmic one more time so that I could die.
It's on my lips right now. I could
It's on
say
the
it.
tip of your tongue,
Say
yep.
It could slip out.
Can you be like Rorschach at the end of the Watchmen movie, where it's like, do it, do it,
Do it!
No.
What are you waiting for? Wait, no, he's more grumbly. What are you waiting for? Do it.
I like to think that when we're not recording a hero story, like Harper's just chilling in his room, it's just like a banter of conversation between his voices.
Hey guys,
remember when I was big? Well, I'm nowhere to it's.
I'm not
Can
locked
I
in
leave
here with
Harper's
you.
room now?
You're locked in here with me. That went too much. Who did that
That was
sound
hard.
like?
More like
Batman. That sounded like Christian Bale Batman.
no,
No,
that sounded like
it
Jared Leto
sounded like-
Joker.
No, it sounded like original Boba Fett. Like it sounded like
Oh,
he's no good to me dead. Like that. And then the
Oh,
special edition is he's
That was
no good
good.
to me dead.
that was a little bit old Obi-Wan.
He's no good to me dead.
Yeah, well, he kind of has that voice. It's a bit of
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I have a very fancy voice, but I also have a stuffed up nose.
I'm Sir Alec Guinness.
Star Wars is something that isn't gonna kill
I
me.
once told a child to not like Star Wars. That slipped into like David Bowie then.
Star Wars is a film franchise that I do not like.
Is this what we're doing? We're just doing voices now, aren't we?
Yeah, just like 5 more minutes.
there's some guy right now who's like, "Get to the King in Black."
Yeah, right. We're like, dude, this issue is so good. But anyway, hey guys, it's me.
We'll just review the rest of the comics with different voices.
That's a
So
brilliant
Silver
idea.
Surfer then came into Earth's atmosphere,
I
which
hate
is being
this
covered
already.
by symbiote. Would you rather a different Star Wars character?
Yes.
It is I, Anthony Daniels. I loved The King in Black.
This book was better than Han Solo.
That wasn't bad.
That was
but, like,
good.
Hey kid, this book wasn't bad. I'm Harrison Ford. Oh my god. This
No,
is
like,
like
I contribute to
comes
this.
in and he looks at Earth and goes, "This planet, this planet belongs to me, Han Solo."
planet. Hey, this planet belongs to me, kid. It's the ship that made the Kessel Run. Anyway, what are we doing here?
I'm gonna start coughing up here. Silver Surfer came in. He kind of came in at the end of the last issue, but now he's back in the atmosphere. He's in Earth, which is he got through the dome thanks to Jean Grey's kind of team, and ends up giving Mr. Fantastic the Enigma Force. You seem to really like or dislike this, Harper. I saw you were sending videos.
No, Tyler was the one that just like, okay, so the reason is because they're teasing like this force, and it's like the opposite of null. If null is darkness, then this thing is light. And then it's trying to like come back to Earth and like help out and find someone to bond with so it can fight null. And then it's revealed that it's the Enigma Force, which is like, if you've ever seen that outfit of Spider-Man where it's like the regular mask, but then the white outfit with the cosmic kind of thing, it's because he was possessed. I don't even think that's main canon. I'm pretty sure that's an alternate universe, but whatever. That's the force that was possessing him. But now they've confirmed that that force wasn't just an energy force, it was a symbiote. And so it's the opposite symbiote to null. And I said that to Tyler, and Tyler, like, I said, Tyler, do you want to come on the show and like explain this? And he was just like, I mean, there's not much to say. It's just a powerful cosmic force that's inhabited people. And I was like, yeah, I think that's pretty much all we knew anyway. But
It
now
kinda
they're confirming that it's a symbiote, and he was just like, I don't know if I like that. But honestly, in the context of this, like, is that a big
kind of
deal?
works? So there are
Yeah.
solicitations for Venom Venom issues coming up, and you do see Venom, but he's not like the oil look. It's just pure white, like a
Oh,
white
well,
Venom.
there.
So
Yeah.
he's probably going to look like that here. Anyway, it picks Eddie Brock. It's kind of like a Green Lantern ring in a way, where it picks someone who's worthy.
It literally says Eddie Brock, you are chosen, or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Very.
It's very, very Green Lantern-y, except there's only one of these, unlike how there's several Green Lantern things, so it's a bit more powerful, I guess you could be. So yeah, Eddie Brock is going to get supercharged here and probably replace Null as the King of the Symbiote.
Yeah. Well, I
guessing.
mean, because of that was it issue 200 of Venom or whatever? It's like the last issue, and it says that Heavy is the crown.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's like that's definitely where it has to be going.
Mm-hmm. This is so cool.
It was just so cool, dude. I read this issue. Like, I mean, it's standard size issue. I think it might be 25 pages, so it's a little bit longer. I blitzed through this, man.
Same. And
Because
just
like
looking
sometimes
back
when
at
I'm
it
reading
now, I'm
stuff
like,
from like the 80s, I will like it'll be on Comixology and I'll use guided view just like to like get through panels quicker because sometimes like the panel layout is just like too messy for me.
Mhm.
I sound like a dude who's read comics for like 6 months. I just don't get the panel. But you know, when you go back to an 80s book and you've got like speech bubbles overlapping with different panels and you're like, where
They piss me off so much. I was talking to Drew about this. I hate when the letters like half on one and then they continue the word on the next line. It pisses me
Yeah.
off so much.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, once you read comics for a while, you get used to it. But like sometimes it'll just come up and I'm like, I could read this so much quicker if I was just able to focus not on what's next, but what is. This issue, I mean, granted, it's a modern comic, so there's far less writing, but it was still just like, I churned through it within like 3 minutes. I was like, this is amazing. I was just like burning through it. And then it ended. I was like, God damn it.
yeah, I just want JD, will you read this when it's done at least?
Sure. If you guys talk about it like this, sure. I
It's
just
so
ordered. I
cool.
just ordered Silver Surfer Black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get some Null's in Silver Surfer Black, so it's kind of like a good setup.
Spoilers.
Well, he's like on the covers.
Spoilers.
It's an older book,
Spoilers.
but it's by
Silver
Donny
Surfer
Cates.
Black's kind of cosmic, isn't it, Hunter?
Yeah, it is.
It is what?
I don't want to kill you, Harper.
Oh, that's so sweet. I don't want to kill you.
Because if you're dead, then I got to review the comics by myself.
That is true. Or, you know, I'll die and then a character will take over and then you'll just have to deal with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the
God.
character likely didn't read Batcat or Iron Man or.
That's a good point. Well, like if I pretend to be comic savior, they probably read the comics of the week.
Oh.
But I'm not doing the next 40 minutes as fucking Caleb. It's not a. Don't do it.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
King and Black. Wow. Oh, I just realized you made this your pick of the week, even though
Yeah.
Iron Man came out. Interesting.
Yeah.
You want to do
Maybe
Iron
cover
Man
of
next?
the week.
I give.
Sure, but what are we giving King in Black?
I get King and Black like a 10. There was no flaws. No flaws.
Yeah, it's like I'd have to like stretch to find.
Because if I say like 9
there was
out
no
of
Tony
10,
dialogue. There's no Tony dialogue. Thus, it's a 9.
you see him in the background, like doing rock.
He does. He's
robots.
punching as a Celestial. I was very excited for that one panel where you see him. I was like, yay! Yeah, fucking good book, man. If you're
10.
not reading King in Black, if you read Dark Knight's Death Metal and you're not reading King in Black, you need to seriously like rethink your priorities in life.
Yeah,
you're
Jay.
an idiot.
Well, just generally speaking, I think I need to rethink my priorities in life.
Well, you just spent like $650 on a single Flash issue.
When I get that issue,
Yeah, how many
though, in the
times you
mail-
could buy King in Black for that price?
JD, remember when Dark Knight's Death Metal 1 first came out and we were all like, wow, this is actually good. This has potential. That's King
Yeah,
of Black
issue 1 was good, I
every
remember.
issue. But like way more. It's good every single
Yep.
time. It actually feels like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Like the heroes, even when it just shows a hero fly by for a second, they have purpose. They're going somewhere.
I totally agree. Yeah, when you see a character, it actually feels important. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you've got a crossover comic and like Death Metal, where it's like everyone is there, but you don't feel it. This is absolutely a book where, like, when Doctor Strange showed up in those first few pages, I was like, yes, Doctor Strange. And he does like that new outfit that he puts on with like, he gets the
Yeah.
staff. He puts on this like, he's got like the old school. There was a suit that he had like in the 90s that was like red, gold, and like silver, and it's like that but green, and it looks
Mhm.
so cool, man. Looks
And,
so
and even
cool.
then, like these characters coming back, they're like Cyclops, you go over there, Doctor Strange over there, Susan, you stay here, and like we'll get
Mm.
Thor over there, and you guys are all gonna like launch your power at once.
Yeah,
We-
I thought it was amazing when Cyclops just took off the glasses and like completely took them off, and it was just
Yeah.
so cool.
And even
man.
then, like in issue 1 or 2, when Iron Man flies by, he's saying like, "Where the hell is Thor?" He's not being like,
Yeah,
"Oh, we gotta
like-
find Thor because he's strong." He's like, "We need Thor." Like
That's
it's-
also the joy
I
of
know.
comic books, is that you've got like more time to tell a story and you can play around more with characters,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that, you know, the next week someone can do something different with them. I love that like there's no snappy jokes in this. It's like the end of the world and
It
you feel
literally
it.
is.
It's so good.
The only
Like I like snappy jokes and I like dialogue that's like fun in events like this. I think that works extremely well for movies because you've kind of got to keep that balance. But like, man, in this, it's just
The only
yeah.
joke is Spider-Man says, guys, did I miss a meeting or something?" when Cyclops took
Yeah.
off his glasses, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's Spider-Man. And then Gene just like, "Spider-Man, move." And he's like, "Yep, yep, yep."
Yeah, he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
out of the way. So it's fine when it does stuff like that. But oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's a bloody good issue.
Yeah.
Oh wow. They slipped so Australian then I called a bloody good issue, mate. Crikey, that was
I
a
was
good one.
reading while cooking up on the Barbie, hey?
Yeah, mate. Oh, I just had some. I was gonna say I had some hot dogs before the show, but that's not very
That's more
Australian.
American. Had some shrimp on the Barbie, eh?
Yeah,
Got some
that's not a
Vegemite
thing.
sandwiches cooking in the back.
Ah, Vegemite.
Vegemite.
JD's like, "I know that."
Why would you want
Men at
Vegemite?
work.
Oh yes, he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Harper, when I come to Australia to see you, are we gonna make shrimp on the Barbie?
Love. Oh,
I
no.
don't. I thought you were gonna finish with love, and I was like, wait, where is this going?
Well, I don't know if like for those watching, Hunter like leaned to the camera with his shoulders prepped up and his arms
Yeah.
folded in, like trying to look cute so he could ask me to put shrimp on the Barbie. Yeah, Hunter, we'll have whatever you want, man. Don't
Cool.
look at me like that.
Because
God.
I've been to Australia multiple times and I don't think I've had shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah, well, that's because it's not a thing. We don't eat shrimp. Whales eat shrimp. And last time I checked, I'm not a whale.
My first time having shrimp was in Australia, I think.
You had prawns. They're not shrimp.
Oh, yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah.
You want to do Iron Man next?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, start talking. My doorbell rang. I'm just going to see what's there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I keep
Okay,
having
well,
to leave. I'm sorry.
I don't want Hunter to leave because there's a part of this that I think is interesting conversation, but he's go on, leave.
Okay.
Go, leave for God's sake. $650, JD. Are you out of your mind?
I'm out of my mind. I'm like my mind is racing right now. I'm gonna be honest.
I know exactly the feeling you have too when you do something. You're like, should I have done that?
It
And
was
now,
so
like
much.
the next 2 weeks is you gonna be just like, oh my God.
I think when I actually
get.
get the issue, I'm gonna be like, all right, yeah, like that, hell yeah, like that was worth it. But like
Yeah,
right now, I'm just
especially when you look at it and you go, that's but you're gonna do the thing, you know, when you pick up something very precious and you hold it like so gingerly and so
Yeah.
gently, and then you
Yeah.
set it down somewhere careful.
Yeah.
That's gonna be you. Hunter, I vamped so you could talk about Iron Man.
Okay.
I didn't realize this like before this series started, but they're doing like this big 2-part kind of Korvac saga. Like this whole first story is one big story for like the first, I think.
It was
I
like
talked
first...
to Keifu and he said he's
Yeah.
doing I mean, I don't think I can't say this, but he said he's doing at least the first 11 issues, but he said he's hoping to do more. So
That's the artist, right?
hopefully, yeah, that's the artist. Hopefully that and I know Cantwell is, he's booked for at least that long, if not much longer. So that's good. But like, yeah, it's like this big, it's going to be like a 12-issue saga, I assume.
That's cool. I like that.
I think it's good. Look, honestly, this series, every issue wins me over more than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think it's really interesting that this series has done this. It's like an overcorrection, but it's very interesting for Tony, which is, you know, people were criticizing it at first where they're like, oh, Tony's like, you know, he's so soft now. I mean, I was one of those people. I'm like, why is Tony like so soft? And now he's overcorrected and he's literally like, I don't give a shit. Like Gargoyle is over there with a broken wing, and he's like, you need to get Gargoyle on his feet. If he can't get on his feet, he's useless to me.
He said
like,
he's wasting my time. Yeah.
He's wasting my time. He's like, all the cards are down. I need to like focus up on this. Like, this isn't the time for me to just, you know, be worrying about my own problems. He even says, he's just like, you know, I spent so much time worrying about what other people think. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm done with it. Like, people have just annoyed me to this point. It's just, I don't know like what the end game for Cantwell with Iron Man is, but I just think that's like so interesting that he's like, I don't know, overcorrecting, like making Tony soft and then making him entirely a prick. It's like, yeah.
It's interesting. What do you want the end game to be? You being a big Iron Man?
Somewhere in this happy middle where like he comes back to how he was back in the day when he had like, you know, Stark Enterprises as like this thing that people really liked. They would see Iron Man in the sky. They're like, hell yeah, Iron Man. But like ever since Civil War, which, you know, admittedly, thanks Mark Millar for writing that shitty book, Iron Man has been not like hated, but he's been like mixed. He's more like a Spider-Man kind of identity now. Like people seem to like Tony Stark, but you know, the Iron Man identity people are kind of iffy on because they're like, well, is he like completely there? I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. I think Spider-Man is still probably the more, you know, controversial hero where people are like, he's a menace.
Not
but like,
anymore. Not anymore in comics. He's
no?
like
Oh,
friends
there
with
you
Jade.
go.
Yeah, he's friends with Jade.
Oh, that's right. They did a podcast together.
Yeah, they did.
And they both admitted they were both idiots. That's right.
So, I mean, not anymore. I think Iron Man's more of that hated character.
Well,
We're
that's
talking
my
in the
hope
Marvel
for-
universe too, not in real life.
Well, talking like public reception, like if you ask the common person in New York, what do they think? I think it would be like 50-50. They'd be like, yeah, Tony Stark, he's the cool guy that flies around in Iron Man. Or they'd be like, oh, that rich dickhead in the Iron Man suit. And I think that's maybe what they're doing is they're showing both sides where they're like, you know, Tony is the everyman. And now they're showing, oh, no, Tony is like, I'm all about the mission. I'm all about Iron Man. Like there's a really, I'm going to read this page because there's just one page where it's just an entire like profile of Iron Man. And he says, I am alive. I am angry. I am no longer apologizing for anything. Not my machines, not my decisions, not my deeds. I'm going to win this fight. I am the one who wins. Korvac thinks he's God, but I am Iron Man. I was like, damn, man. Yeah, that page.
He said it. He said the thing.
He said the thing. He said the thing. I've often wondered if people think that was a thing that was made up for the movies. But dude, it feels like every 5 issues I read of any Iron Man run, he goes, well, I'm Iron Man. And he says, I am Iron Man.
He says it more than I'm Batman. Kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing. He says, and it's always
common.
I am Iron. It's never I'm Iron Man or some variation.
Hey,
of
I'm
it. It's
Iron
always,
Man.
I am Iron Man. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess that was the MCU paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he broke his neck. He's like broke his neck.
So yeah, Tony broke his neck last issue, and now if he takes the helmet off, he'll die. He won't be able to.
Yeah, he said it's fatal. So like they weld the machine to get the suit around him, and it's keeping him alive.
So if he were to take off his helmet, he's dead. They said as soon as my helmet comes off, I gotta go to immediate surgery, which I don't have the time for right now. So I'm just going.
He would have to be in the prep room, and they'd have to like take the helmet off, and then it's go time to keep him alive, which is crazy. But it is very, you know, I gotta say, even though Cantwell is writing Tony as like such a prick at the moment, it is very Iron Man to be like, I am on the verge of death, but this thing is more important. So I'm still going to fly up into space and stop Korvac, even though I'm on the verge of death. Like, I think that's really interesting. Oh my God, that's so funny. There's that Busaic series that I was reading recently. I finally filled in my Iron Man 1998 knowledge. I read the 25 issue Busiak, Stern, and Sean Chen run. In that, Tony gets beaten nearly to death. The only way to keep him alive is to put the suit on. So Black Widow, like you know, acquiesces and says, fine, put the suit on, but like I want you to go to like emergency help as soon as you can. And he like goes in the suit holding him together and fights the Mandarin, which is very, very similar to this.
That is similar. Yeah.
I don't know if that was like, I don't know if Cantwell has actually read that or if it's a coincidence, but either way, it's a cool idea to think like the suit is literally holding him together right now. If he takes it off, he'll just like blood will flood somewhere. He'll like die.
You've been in contact with the artist, Harper. Have you been in contact with the writer at all, or no?
I think I messaged Christopher Cantwell on Instagram once, but he only has like, he's got like 700 followers and no posts. Like I don't think he's very active on there, but I have tried. I think he seems like a fun guy. Like even when I was not so sure on this series to begin with, before it won me over, there was a tweet where someone was just like, I don't like what you're doing with Tony, where he's like, you know, he's so soft. And Christopher Cantwell went, fuck off. And I thought that was so funny.
That's a Harper response.
Yeah, it is. It's just like, dude, just give me a second, man. Like, we're 2 issues in. Calm down.
Harper, get them both on a hero story.
I would adore to. You know what? I'll try and reach out to Christopher Cantwell. Well, I tried to get Keifu, and he said he'd be down for it, but English isn't his first language, and he's like, I don't think it would. I did say, do you want, like, would a written interview happen? And I think that's a possibility. I've still got him and Christian. Is it? Oh, God, Christian Juice. I don't know how to say his last name.
Was it Christian
Juice? Yeah.
That's the name. Yeah.
JD and I both know him. He follows you, me, and one other comic book account.
Who's the other one?
I think it's. I hope it. If I'm wrong, it's either Comic Holic or it's Comic Flash. It's either Aiden or it's Mo. I think it's Mo.
Okay.
I think you, I, and Mo are the. I said that in such a weird order. You, I, and Mo.
Yeah,
you,
you're
Mo,
right,
and
he
I are the
follows-
only people I think
you're
he
right, he follows
follows for the community. Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know how
So
many
that's us.
writers and artists follow me, or if any do.
I don't think Keifu does, but that's okay.
Yeah,
He's my
that-
boy still.
Yeah,
It's fine. He has 50,000. I don't
That's okay.
expect that.
I'm the sideline
Jo-
guy for that
Jo-
stuff.
Joshua Williamson follows me.
Yeah.
What?
And Scott Lobdell does too, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes Josh Williamson will view my story, and I'm like, I gotta rethink what I post.
It's me going, hey guys, I'm Stanley. And he's just like, I'm not coming on this fucking
Yeah, he's,
podcast.
he's like, oh god, Stanley's getting hookers and coke.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're so professional.
You guys,
want to.
you guys know that you brought me onto the show and sacrificed your chances of having guests because of it.
Oh yeah. I think it's worth it.
I actually think it'll be great for guests. I think that the comedy element plays into a lot.
I'm
Like, I think
hoping
guests will
so.
really
Yeah,
dig
like
that.
maybe. Well, but what if they don't get it? Like, what if they don't? They're like, what is this guy doing?
Well, I'm assuming that if we have a guest, you're not gonna be like every few minutes.
Yeah,
you're
no
not like,
shit. Yeah,
Hey, Joshua Williamson, what do you
Yeah,
think of
no,
that
I
one time
would-
that we
there's
were in Vegas and
no
got coke
way.
together?
like you
Nah,
wouldn't do that.
There's no way that I would be. Because I
feel like
reckon
if
when
it
you
came up
guys
with a
first
ghost
brought me
thing-
on, you would have thought that I would be like that. Like when I was first
Oh.
on, you would have been like, oh,
No,
nah, there's no way.
I think
I
the
feel-
first
I
time
feel
on, you were very
I feel like,
serious.
Like if we had someone on and they were like, "Oh, I really like Star
Comicrebirth.
Wars as a kid," then you do like a Star Wars voice. You do like a voice that
I'm
fits.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
That was a good one.
But like I feel like you would use it right. I don't know. We got to do another interview soon. I have one in mind that I really want, so we'll see
Who?
if I can make it work.
Who?
Tom Taylor,
Oh,
God, that would be amazing.
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Tell
I
him,
know.
tell him one of the members of your podcast is Australian and lives about an hour and a half away from where he grew up.
He
Alright,
knows
cool.
exactly where he lives.
Hey, Tom Taylor
our
probably
co-host.
knows my town quite well because it's very
Yeah, Tom
well-known
Taylor
to
would be so
Melburnians.
cool.
Tom Taylor.
Nightwing
Tom
coming
Taylor
up?
rocks.
We'll just
Well-
ask him a ton of Nightwing questions.
Exactly. With Nightwing coming up, I think that would be badass. So
Yeah.
Imagine if he joined him like, "G'day, Tom. It's at mate."
What if it's
It's
him
just,
and
like, so
Williamson
high.
together since he's doing Robin?
that would also be
Have you guys seen the
technology
podcast?
wise. That probably wouldn't work, but that would be really cool.
That would
Have you-
be the episode I'd drop out. Yeah.
Have you seen the podcast with Joshua Williamson and Chip Zdarsky together?
No, I
It,
haven't.
make,
listened to
it
it.
makes no
yeah,
sense
yeah, I
why they're
watched that.
together, but it's so funny.
That sounds amazing. I should be on that.
Yeah, it's like Joshua Williams says at one point, like, "Hey Chip, I hear you're writing Daredevil. Do you dare to write it?" And then Chip just closes his laptop.
I'm like,
for like a minute.
Chip and Harper on the same call would be chaotic because there would just be
Dude,
so
that would
much
be-
trolling and so much.
I've asked Chip to come on. He read it and didn't reply.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, I don't
Chip
think he
knows we
wants to
exist.
Yeah, I made
I should
art
like,
for
I
Chip
should
once.
approach him completely differently. Be like, listen here, you dumb son of a bitch. Just like, come on the podcast now. Like, maybe he would respect the just like.
Worth the shot. Worth the shot.
You want me to
Just
try?
have-
I'll be like, Chip. What
try
kind of a
it.
name is Chip? I know it's not your real name, Chip. What are you, a Dorito? You idiot! Like,
We'll keep it like
Going on
keep it.
and-
Don't send him like a huge paragraph. Where it's got like
Harper sends him like,
No, it's
holy,
gonna
gonna
be.
keep scrolling.
he's just like, Jesus Christ.
gets to the bottom. It's like, anyways, I run a podcast about comic books, and
Yeah, so if you want to come on and hear a story, man, we would love to have you. That would be so cool.
Uh,
Just completely
we're big
drop.
Daredevil fans.
Dude, we've read every freaking Daredevil trade ever.
That's my thing. Anyways, Iron Man. Is this War Machine suit new?
It looks very much like the movie one.
It's cool,
So,
but
like, in-
skinnier.
in-
It's much skinnier.
Oh yeah, well they've done that. They've done that ever since like 2015. Actually, no, even the one in 2015, it was a bit bulky. Yeah, that one is slim because he doesn't have the big arm gauntlets anymore. At least, like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the 2015 run, it looked like the the one from the movies, except it was a little bit. It looked like the Iron Man 2 one, pretty much.
Mhm.
This one looks
It's
like
really
Civil
cool.
War. It is really cool,
It's
dude.
like
Do you know
Civil
how
War, just more
excited
thin.
I was? Yeah, I was so excited to see him when I flipped the page and wrote it there. I was like, oh my god, because ever since Civil War 2 and after he came back in search of Tony Stark, he's been like terrified of putting the War Machine armor on again because Thanos punched him to death in it. So
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, it's a death trap. I never want to wear it again." Blah blah blah. And so in the Dan Slott Iron Man, he was like in this battleship kind of thing. So he was in the cockpit of a ship, which was kind of cool because before he became Iron Man in the Denny O'Neil run, he was Tony Stark's pilot. I can see JD smiling because he's like, Harper's getting his Iron Man rant in for the week.
Oh well, because I know I'd be making the same rant if it was a Flash thing.
If it was Flash,
I love it.
Yeah, so he was Tony Stark's pilot. He was introduced that way, and he was Tony's pilot up until 169 to 170, and then he took over as Iron Man. And so that was like a cool kind of detail that Slott did, where it's like it's kind of the blend of both worlds. He's in this battleship kind of airplane thing, but still towards the end of that, he still wasn't wearing the War Machine armor. I don't remember if he wore it in Iron Man 2020 or not, but I don't think he did. But now he's back in it, and I'm just like, we're finally back. The boys are back. They're back together. I mean, one of them's got a broken neck and he's about to die, but they're back,
And
baby.
they're
It's
yelling.
so exciting.
Rhodey literally says, "Tony, go home."
Yeah, he's like they're arguing. I'm like, yes, this is it.
I like how
I love it so much.
Tony's speech bubbles are yellow and his are like kind of like a silver.
Yeah, like a
White.
silvery gray. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. I love the attention to detail for
Mhm.
text bubble stuff like that. I think the next Batman, which we'll talk about, the next Batman, had the gray with the yellow around it. Those are really cool.
Oh, next cover has Tony working on his suit too with Alex Ross.
Yeah. I imagine they're gonna be like buddy again because I love that, that Tony's like, Rhodey, awesome to see you. This is my shit. Leave me alone. He's like so hyper focused, and I mean that's Iron Man to be so hyper focused on this thing. You just got to get the mission done at all costs.
Mhm.
I mean that's pretty much Armor Wars coming to Disney Plus in 2022, and coming to Book Club in a Hero Story in 2020, whatever.
2021. What do you
Is
think?
it coming 2021?
Yeah. Why would
Okay,
it
well,
not?
Okay, fine. Or it's just like Armor Wars coming to a Hero Story Book Club in 2021.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
There we go.
Bastard. Fucking
We'll
hell.
post about that soon. What do you rate it?
Like an 8.
I give it
8.5
like
and
a-
8.
I give it like 9. I thought it was
Yeah.
really good.
Well, you and our ratings are always like that. You're like a point above.
Yeah, fair enough. Since we're still on Marvel, I'm just gonna really quick do Thor. if that's okay.
Boo.
Why are you booing? This is good.
Boo. Because it's a thing you like. Boo.
Thor's really good.
Boo.
Frog?
Frog? Oh, is that the Thor frog? Is that Thor or whatever his name
He's
is?
dead.
What?
No,
He got dissected.
it starts with that, and it starts to talk about Throg, and then the next page you
Aw.
see like a guy get thrown through a wall by Throg, like he's alive. He just threw him through a
Oh.
high school of kids
Oh.
like doing an autopsy.
God. That
It's
was
a little
really
fake
sad
out.
for a second.
Yeah,
man.
no, Throg's alive. This whole issue. So for those who don't know on Thor right now, it's basically there's this identity crisis thing happening with Donald
Oh,
Blake.
don't say those words. As a
I was
comic
going to
book
say
fan,
identity
don't,
crisis is about a trigger.
don't say identity crisis, please. Ah.
I mean, like in the case where Thor's secret identity, Donald Blake was a real person that Odin like split from Thor, turns out. And ever since, for like years and years and years, he just threw Donald Blake away. Donald Blake went crazy, and now he's back and he's killing things. And Earth has this one defender fighting him, which is Throg. Throg is trying to kill Donald
Earth
Blake.
just lost its best defender.
This whole issue is Throg and Lockjaw, like the Inhuman.
Oh,
teleport
Inhuman.
dog. They're just chasing him. The whole
What a
like,
wild team up.
literally they're literally chasing this whole issue.
That's
So
hilarious.
Donald Blake has the power of the Bifrost right now because he took the sword, so he could just like go click and then teleport wherever he's thinking. But Lockjaw could also teleport. So
Yeah.
he's just trying to get
So
away.
it's a teleport race.
Yeah. So like he
That's
teleports
fun.
to one place and then Lockjaw just appears and barks. And then he's like, "Ah," and teleports to another place. And then Lockjaw appears, like he teleports to Egypt and Lockjaw just appears and barks at him.
That is very fun. I
And
like
Donald
that a
literally just like
lot.
looks at him and his eyes go wide. He's like, like he's afraid of Lockjaw. It's such a funny issue because he goes to like the Savage Land with the dinosaurs and all that to like escape. He's like, okay, I should be safe here, and then Lockjaw appears with Throg on his back.
You just imagine teleporting and then this massive dog appears behind you, and you're just like, ah!
Oh yeah, and sorry, this happened because he ate Throg. That's how he got rid of Throg.
Oh.
Donald Blake ate Throg, and so Lockjaw's just like chasing him, barking.
You know, fun fact about Lockjaw, he's actually related to Jason Statham. Anyway, carry on.
My dad was a bulldog.
Yeah, so Throg kind of escapes by throwing his little frog Yolner, which I believe is the correct term,
Oh my god!
out of Donald's mouth, like breaking his teeth.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's such a fun issue of him basically escaping.
That actually makes me want to read Thor, even though I never will.
So dramatic. Look, you get Throg fighting Donald Blake, this Thor-powered obsessed human. Basically, it kind of ends with him teleporting to the middle of New York, and he finally beats up Lockjaw there.
That's an interesting place for superheroes.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would happen in a Marvel comic. He teleports and he basically just whips Throg onto the ground right in front of someone passing by.
A French guy.
Jane Foster. I mean, we could say she's French. And she's like, Throg.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui, Throg. She looks down and Throg just goes, Lady Jane, run. And then you see Lockjaw just get launched out of the window of Doctor Strange's house.
Oh, the Sanctum Sanctorium.
Yeah, and
Doctor Strange's house.
Doctor Strange's crib. And Donald is basically holding Doctor Strange by the throat and absorbs Doctor Strange's magic.
What?
he has Odin's powers, basically.
Oh,
so he's like
man.
really not absorb his magic, but looks into.
So this
magic.
is before King in Black, clearly.
Yeah, either that or after.
Okay.
One of the two. It's the same writer, so it's a little confusing. All he did was basically not absorb, but look into his magic, and he basically found out where. Here, I'll just read what Doctor Strange said because he explains it. Jane, listen to me. I couldn't stop him. He tossed me aside as if I were a child. You don't understand what he's become. He's been hunting those with Odin magic, slaughtering and draining them for power that they wield. And when he discovered those same magics in me, the Asgardian magic I used against Loki when he took the title of Sorcerer Supreme, he saw the truth. Back in Doctor Strange 381 to 385, editor. You see, Jane, he won't be hunting anymore. He's heading for the source. He saw it. He saw how I got that power. He knows. He knows I stole from the World Tree, which is the tree that connects all realms.
Yeah.
So it kind of
really impressed that you read that without like some illiterate horse shit coming out.
Thank you.
Barley.
Hey, you still haven't said cosmic. That's impressive.
Yeah, I haven't yet. I was
He'll kill you off right as the episode ends.
Yeah, I probably will.
Right.
It ends with Donald cutting down the World Tree and Thor screaming like, "I'll get you, Donald." But yeah. Oh, sorry. The last page is Jane, because Jane's a Valkyrie now. She goes to another planet and she's like, "I need help killing Donald," and she recruits drunk Odin.
Oh, cool. Badass.
Yeah, we haven't seen Odin in a long time. Yeah, he's jacked, but he's also like an
Ooh.
alcoholic now. So,
Hell
she found him and she's like, "No, we're gonna go fight your stupid creation."
that looks really good.
It is one of the best Marvel titles ongoing right now. One of the best
looks
comics
really, really
ongoing.
good.
You should try it because in general, it's been really good. We are 12 issues in.
Oh God.
Now you want
Gosh, a
him.
minute.
Now you have to.
That's
But it's been good the whole time. The first arc goes over Silver Surfer and Galactus, but it's really cool.
Don't care.
All right. Well, I don't know if you're into
Galactus.
cosmic stories. You might like it.
I eat worlds. All I do is eat worlds, and the one thing I can't do is eat the world that everyone wants me to
Hungry,
eat.
I'm Thor.
I mean, it is very cosmic. So
Harper
in
is
peace.
dead, ladies and gentlemen.
we're
And
on
who
to-
will be replacing him? One of his 35 voices will have to join us to finish
I
the
hope
show.
it's Paul Bettany.
Can anyone take the mic to finish
What
the
is
show?
outside of Westview?
I go to work every day and don't see any children in the
Wanda.
playground, Wanda.
Why are there no kids in Westview? Oh wait, look, it's me again. I'm the Mandarin.
Oh, hi, Mandarin. Welcome back. I hope
Entrance
you,
just
I hope you're good.
Harper.
10 power rings.
You wanted to go over the next Batman, right?
I haven't read it. I'm the Mandarin.
Damn it!
You did
about-
this.
Use Cosmic too early.
I forgot about that. Oh, Mandarin's dead, and I am Iron Man. Oh, Hulk brings them back, not.
Did you say the Hulk? It's me, Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Was
Hey.
fucking good, bro.
How do you feel being exposed on a hero story last week that you're actually Hunter's dad?
Hey, Dad.
Funny thing about that, I'm actually not Hunter's dad.
No, you
See,
are.
there's been a big mix-up. The person who was on last week actually wasn't Mark Ruffalo. It was someone in imitating me. I was gonna say intimidating.
So it was the fake Mandarin. It was the fake Mark Ruffalo.
Yes, but you'll know. Hunter's dad will have to be revealed in another episode, so stay tuned.
Wow,
But
you're pretty good at marketing, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, you're welcome.
who could recreate Mark Ruffalo's voice that perfectly?
Well,
Like I thought I was watching Thor Ragnarok there at first, and then you said,
you see, it's Edward Norton. No, it's not. I'm kidding. But what a twist that would be.
Mark Ruffalo, did you read the next Batman?
I'm too dangerous.
I'm
Betty.
done. I'm done with the voices. It's just me. It's just Harper.
Oh, okay.
Harvey back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm sorry I had to do that to you. The next
Yeah, it's a
Batman. You
snappy
you said you wanted to say something about this?
What did I want to say about it?
I don't know. You said, "Oh, that happened in the next Batman," which we'll talk about next.
Oh, no, I was just talking about the speech, the dialogue panels. The panels, for God's sake, the text boxes with the grey and the yellow. Those just
okay.
look cool. But this was the final issue.
Was it? No.
Yeah, it's at the end. It said conclusion. Well, did you read it?
Yeah, I did. Okay. Next Batman.
Wouldn't you be able to tell? The entire story wraps up and then it says end.
I don't know. I just felt like there would be a part 3.
There's more to it.
Yeah.
Guess what, JD? Like, we've talked about this issue before. You haven't read it. What do you think this issue was?
The end.
No, but like, what do you think happened in it? You know what I mean? You got 20-something pages to tell a story, and like, it was cool, but what do you think most of it was?
Filler.
No, it's just action.
Oh,
That's been this
fight
entire
scenes?
series.
Mhm.
Yeah, fight scenes and car chases and explosions, and
You
was
just
cool.
described all of it.
yeah, that was the entire issue. You know what I felt by the end of this issue is I went, man, that was really fun. That would read so well in trade. Who is Jace as a character? I have nothing. You know what I mean?
Jace is Tim Fox. That's what he's.
No, I
going
know
by.
who I
Oh.
know who he is. I mean, as a character, like, what do I get from him?
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like we don't actually know him. We just saw him as Batman for 4 issues, but we didn't get to know his character.
Yeah.
Thank God
didn't-
you
It was
getting a
just
sequel.
like cool
Every time it was
dialogue.
Jace, it was just Luke being like, "Hey, your life sucks," and he's like, "Hey man, I'm tired." And
Dude,
that's it. That's it. Every issue.
I really dislike Luke Fox as a character. I just think he's so annoying. Like, everything he's in, they just write him as that like prissy little bitch that has to complain about everything, and that's become his character. And so when they announced that this next Batman wasn't Luke, I was like, damn, I was kind of hoping for Luke to have like this redemption
Redemption,
arc for me,
yeah.
where I'm like, yeah, I like this. But now it's not. It's Tim/Jace, and then the end of this series is Luke being a dickhead to Jace, and me just going, "Oh yeah, I remember why I hate this character." I just got the loudest beep in my headphones then, and it scared the shit out of me.
I didn't get
You'll be
that.
able to cut the clip. I fully jumped. I actually properly jumped. It scared me so bad.
So we could get another one of the Tyler clips where he made you react to Vision, Dead Vision. Now you'll be able to react.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
reaction to Purple
anyway.
Hunter.
God, that was so funny.
I liked how that woman in the end, who I don't even remember her name, is just like, "Let me ask you something. Is your suit bulletproof?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Mostly, but the kinetic energy for the bullet still hurts." Like, and she just shoots him.
Just pops him. Yeah. She's like, I gotta make it look like I was doing my job, man. So like,
He's like,
he had to
I did-
batarang his own mum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
show
I
that
thought that
he-
was an interesting like moral decision that his family hates Batman,
Mhm.
and he had to like, take her down before she could shoot him because she has no idea. I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah. I thought
It's like you don't get that with Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon's not like gunning to kill Batman. At most, it's like all-star Batman where he's like, tracking him down. Like that's it.
Oh, I forgot that series existed.
Yeah, didn't everyone forget that series existed?
Yeah, I read every issue too.
Yeah.
Did you read these side stories? Like Batgirls and Girls Night Out? In the next Batman, Harper? Do you hear me?
I was trying to convince you that I froze.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. I wanted to stare at you until you went, "Oh no, you didn't read them." Of
Oh, okay.
course, I didn't read them. I
Yeah.
did see that Barbara was in the one of them.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. She was in one of them.
I didn't. I'm flipping through it now for the first time. Yeah, no, I didn't read this.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I know what they did. Did you end up reading Nightwing?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, because
I will, but I didn't.
Because that team of characters that's there shows up in Nightwing.
Which one? Like the Batgirls?
Did you read that Batgirls issue?
No, I just skimmed through it like I'm doing that right now.
Don't worry. Read Nightwing, you'll find out.
Okay. Did you like Nightwing?
Yeah. Well, I only read that scene, and that scene was cool. So yeah.
Okay.
I have the issue. I just read those panels on Instagram.
I give the next Batman a 7. It was good.
7. Yep.
Yeah, that was good. What else did you read? You read Batcat, right?
Batcat.
Yeah, you want to do that, or should I finish with Future State?
Is it Clayman or Claymon?
I always thought it was Man.
I met him and I said man, and he didn't say anything, so I'm gonna go with man.
Okay. Clayman needs to calm down.
I've seen the panels.
This issue is full on, man. Like there were parts where I was like, dude, kids should not be reading this. I mean, I know it's a black label, but whatever. But like, it's like, dude, I know it's part Tom King because it's clearly Tom King has written this scenario where Selena Kyle is in her underwear, but Clayman just like he went in on it. And then Helena's costume, the new Batwoman.
Yeah, body paint.
Good lord, man. Like, yeah, body paint. That's exactly what it was.
It's like,
I was like, calm it
I
down.
understand. Superheroes have to wear skin tight suits. Well, they don't have to, but most of them do. So when
Yeah.
you're designing a character, you won't go classic hero. Superman wears it. Batman wears it.
Hunter, can we make a character who wears like baggy clothes and he's like the opposite? He's not in great shape.
Yeah, he's from the 90s. That's me.
Can we make a superhero named Josh E. Allen Harper?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Harper, will you give us your likeness to make a character?
Because
The
this
next
is
time you say my full name, I'm going to tell everyone Hunter's address and he's going to have to bleep it in the edit.
Who's
I
gonna
might
get all the
even
way up
just-
to Alberta? Who's gonna get through the snow?
I might even do it right now. I
Don't
might do it any
even.
second, and then Hunter has to like track through and find where it was.
I don't want to do that.
No, that's
Okay. But as I was
Clayman
saying,
needs to calm down. That's my
skin tight
review.
suits is a common thing for heroes.
Mm.
You don't have to draw the belly button. You don't have to draw
That's
like
the thing,
every
like
crease.
I don't have a problem with it. Like Brett Booth does the same thing. He does really like skin tight outfit. I don't have a problem. It's when
No.
it's like that's all it is. You know what I mean? Like I'm fine with characters that just it looks like they're in body paint, but don't like overdo it where you're focusing on that. Like you can draw a character where it looks like they've just had their ass painted, but don't make the panel just their ass because then that's all you get. You're just gonna be like, they just wanted me to look at this dude's booty. That's like all it is.
Basically,
In a nutshell, man. And like again, Tyler has said this before. Clayman is clearly obsessed with like the human form,
Which is
he clearly
fine.
loves. Yeah, he clearly men and women both. He clearly looks at bodies and he like just loves to study people. I guess like
they're
you
fun
look
to
at-
draw. Yeah, I
if you look at
understand.
his Instagram, there's a lot of like nude portrait things that I just punched my microphone. Take that, you motherfucker. Fuck you. Don't you cost me like $350, please. It was so expensive. Yeah, and he clearly just likes that kind of stuff. So I can't hate on him too much, but goddamn, it's like it's full. I think the Catwoman fight, I was like, what am I supposed to feel here? Like it's like this fight to the death, but like the page is just like Selena's ass up to the viewer, and I'm like, okay then. What is the Ron Burgundy quote where it's like, I'm scared and horny? It's like that or what?
Oh,
what
that's not Ron Burgundy, but yeah, I know
Who
which
is
one you're
it?
talking about.
is it? No, is it Steve Carell? Who is it? It's some, but you know what I'm talking about. It was like that. It was like,
It's Bill Hader. Well, mark me down as scared and horny. It's from
scared
SNL.
horny. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's literally that. I was like, okay. It felt awkward to read, to be honest. was like looking over like my back. I'm like, are people gonna see me
Okay,
reading this?
I could relate to that recently because I remember
Yeah.
Mighty Avengers, and that has Frank Cho as the artist. For a
Oh
while.
yes.
Frank Cho is another person who does the same idea, where it's just like that's just body. And he even says like he posted recently. He did a variant for Iron Man where it was what, Wildcat. No, Hellcat, right?
Hellcat. You're
Yeah.
talking about Patsy.
So
Yeah.
so he did Hellcat, and all he did was draw like a woman's body with like a sash on her hip, and she's like the color take care of the rest. It's like, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I
And
suppose.
it's from the back too, right? So it's just like her. She's kind of laying down like this. And she has the sash.
Oh, I can see. Yeah,
But
I can see how
it's just like one of his like ballpoint pen drawings that he does that he posts like because he does art too. So it just looks like that. But he's like, this is actually an Iron Man variant. But
there's actually a costume. I promise.
the colors will just draw some yellow there.
It's oh my god.
Huh. So some artists do that, I guess.
It's like anytime I read a Greg Land book, I'm like looking around. I'm like, I hope people aren't like watching me read this.
Greg Land, Birds of Prey. Oh my god.
Greg Land. For those who
Dick
don't
Grayson
know,
takes
and I
a
imagine
shower
you
in front
do.
of Black Canary. I was just like,
I know what you're talking about.
I might have turned porn on. It's easier to explain.
You know, that's exactly what Greg Land does. He used to. He doesn't anymore, but he used to trace still frames from porn.
That being said, he drew my second favorite issue of all time.
Which is the issue that Harper's talking about.
Birds of Prey 8.
Is that the
that's
Oracle and
which I had him
date?
sign in my trade when I met him. I saw him
and the value went down. That was weird, wasn't it?
But yeah, it's like clothing has creases to it.
Yeah,
So you
well,
can
that's
at
the
least
thing.
do that when
we
they're
talk
like
about that a lot with the
bending.
Amazing Spider-Man is when he's like jumping around and you see like it
Oh,
flapping
yeah.
in the.
Yeah.
It looks so good, and it's like I don't hate Tom Holland. Sorry, Spider-Man fans, I don't give a fuck. But like the problem with that suit is the CGI flatness on it. You know what I mean? Where it doesn't feel real because
There's no emotion to it.
Yeah, there's no. It doesn't feel tangible. Yeah.
At least with like Iron Man, you have like the sun kind of reflecting off it and all that.
Well, Iron Man, I feel, is the easiest because it's easy to relate mechanical plates to real life. You know what I mean? I mean, as the movies go on, like Infinity War, that one to me is more. It doesn't look bad. Like the CGI is still as good as it would be, but it looks more alien. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you look at like any of the other Avengers, like sometimes when I watch Iron Man 3, that scene when he's like walking out after he has the anxiety attack and he hops into like the Avengers suit, I look at it and I'm like, that's real. That suit right there is fucking real because it's so much easier to animate like mechanical. It's like cars. Apparently 90% of the cars you see in like action films are not there.
Oh.
They're CGI models. But the reason is because it's easier for us to associate that than a rubbery person because a person in skin tight suit just looks too fake to us.
When you said it's like cars, I thought like Pixar's Cars.
No, I meant
was like, huh? Ka-chow?
Live action Ka-chow. I don't know. I don't know Lightning McQueen. I don't have a voice for him. Who voices Lightning McQueen?
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Wow. I'm Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. Wow.
It's more of like an excited Owen Wilson though. Brady,
wow.
We gotta get to the Piston Cup.
Strings.
We gotta get training for the Piston Cup coming up. Anyways,
have to, like, listen to some.
What do you rate Back Cat?
Probably 2 butt cheeks out of 5.
I'll just
We
quickly.
didn't even talk about the issue. Like what?
I didn't read it.
Oh, you didn't read? Oh,
No,
that's
why
why
I have it. So I'm like, describe everything
Oh.
to me, Harper.
Don't
okay.
describe too much of the Helena body paint. Jeez.
And then what happened?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
okay. Yeah.
What did the
Tell me
panel
more.
focus on next, Harper?
Focused on everything.
Did I stumble on an ASM?
You got this. You got this.
Oh,
A B C D E. I don't know. What's it called? ASMR?
it's so skin tight. Anyway,
Hello,
But,
Clarice.
yeah.
anyway, what happened in the issue? Oh, it was like old Selena talking to Helena at like a dinner, and she was like, "Oh, someone's killed the Joker," and she's like, "Oh, well, someone's killed the Joker," and Selena goes on a tangent about the Joker, and then it cuts back, and she's robbing a safe, and the Joker is in the safe, and then She fights the Phantasm. They fall out of a building. The Phantasm being in the costume, Selena being in panties and a bra. That's it. That's why this issue is so ridiculously horny. Then they fight, and not a lot happened. I'll be honest. Thinking back on it, I have the issue here, but I really don't. Oh, that costume is not good, is it? Oh God.
The Helena
Dick
one?
Grayson. That's right. Dick Grayson is like the commissioner now. I thought that was awesome.
I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No, no,
He's got a beard. He's a bit scruffy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the commissioner now. I mean, he's literally wearing the trench coat and everything.
Dick Grayson with a beard. Oh God, don't excite Hunter that much.
Remember Metal when he was
Hunter's looking at that picture like he's like me.
Remember Metal when he
does.
had the beard on the cover, and then in the issue he didn't.
I don't remember that.
They blue balled you with the Nightwing.
I know. Because
she says, "But aren't you the commissioner of Gotham, Dick?" And then they have a conversation in which Dick is standing there in a trench coat, and she is standing there with the tightest costume I've ever seen. Good Lord, man. Yeah, not a lot. Oh, yeah, okay. This is pretty expected. Selena and Bruce have another intimate scene. I'm sure you can guess.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to happen every issue at this point.
Does he have a mustache in this one though?
No, he does
Don't
not.
care.
No, he's back. He's not. What's his alias's name? His fake. What is it?
Batman?
What's his when he's pretending to be like a common guy with a mustache?
I forget.
Matches Malone.
Oh yeah.
Matches Malone. Yeah. No, he's not currently being Matches Malone.
I liked when he was Matches Malone.
That was literally the entire issue. I just went back through it, and that's
okay.
That's exactly what happened. They just had a conversation. Some people hooked up. Tight costumes. That was the issue.
I'll pick it up then. I'm just gonna rapid fire through the last Future State that I read. Shazam.
Right, I'm gonna go for a nap.
Shazam making thanks man, making a deal with the devil, and it ends with Raven getting the power of Shazam.
Cool.
Yep. I gave it like a 5. I was kind of ordering it. Aquaman came out early. I won't spoil it, but I will say it is very good, and I'm excited for Aquaman fans to read it. Better than name.
Future State, man. Where are we at with Future State? Like,
I think we're
how we all
done.
Yeah, but how are we all feeling? Like, are we just ready for it to be done?
Yeah. I think it's got really good concepts.
That might be meme of the week. I never got into it. JD, you could not give less of a shit.
JD, when it was announced, you were like,
I said.
Do you know what's so funny is listening to the episode last week and actually hearing you talk for more than 10 seconds at a time. It was nuts.
Listen, when Future State's done, you'll hear me talking more, right? I'll be talking more
with Flash. Although Flash
Harper,
is monthly now, isn't it?
Remember how me and you talked about Iron Man and King of Black and Thor books that aren't Future State that JD's still not picking up?
Yeah. Remember how he never reads a single book any week?
Remember when I cared?
Whoa. Dude, you should have just dropped it at that point.
It's kind of heavy. It would hurt myself.
my legs will get hurt.
You have to spend $300 buying a new one after you just spent $600 on a single issue.
Oh God, you keep reminding me.
Yeah, JD's still like stressed about that.
But to be fair, I didn't, not spending the money on weekly comics. Not that it added up to $650, but like, it did make kind of difference. I mean,
you're gonna like break your toe or something and have to go to hospital, and because your healthcare system is so shit, you're gonna have to pay all of that money back just to fix your fucking toe.
There's nothing a doctor can do about a broken toe. They're just gonna tell you.
I know they can't. Yeah, okay.
Not a great example, but
they're probably gonna break that big ugly mug of yours then, and they're gonna have to do reconstructive surgery on your ugly fucking face, and it's gonna cost you $1 million because America is dumb.
It would cost more than $1 million for this mug.
I'm not even American, but cosmic.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about
I'm
it,
so sorry. I just like alienated the entire American. Like anyone
That's
who listens,
most of our listeners.
I was joking. I love America.
Like I was saying, if I would have spent like $25 a week on the books with Future State and all that. And I haven't spent it for the last.
Isn't that how much you get paid at minimum wage in America? Is $25 a week?
All right, moving on from the America talk. I probably saved like $100 to maybe $120 on not reading Future State titles. So I
Do
feel
you
like
really think people don't think this? Like, do you think they think we're being serious?
Just in case, just pretend like you were just dreaming. You just woke up like it was Flashpoint Batman.
Jesus Christ, where am I? What's going on?
it's a letter, teardrop.
Oh my God.
In
It's
the
from
dream,
my dad. He
they
was a
took me to the
murderer
light.
in this reality.
What a beautiful lie. I'm more so.
Oh, a reality where they blew up America, my favorite reality.
God.
Okay,
You know how many people
Nightmare
respond to my-
Batman, wake up, wake up.
You know how many
Nightmare
people-
Batman.
You know how many people responded to my story yesterday because I posted Eobard like showing off like his the
Yeah.
bullet in his head. So
The
many
hole in
people
his head.
replied, "It was me, Barry," and I'm like, "Oh God, do you remember?"
I got one more comic that I just want to speak about real quick. This is for show and tell today. I brought The Last Ronin issue 2. This is one of the best comics I've ever read.
Wow.
Wow.
What made you start this series, by the way?
I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan in general, so I'm not caught up on the actual run. I got into the trades. I want to get fully into it, but just in general, I am a massive Turtle fan. Like I would get a tattoo for Ninja Turtles.
I love the animal, the turtle.
He likes
He's
no, he likes the
massive
turtle, the
fan.
Silver Age Flash.
I'm talking about the Silver
I
Age Flash
love
one.
turtle. Yeah.
Can we put that over the video? Just the turtle pops up, the Silver Age
Oh my
Flash film.
God.
That's what I'm talking.
Massive
I'm
Turtle
also a
fan.
big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan.
Ah,
Ever since I was a kid, I watched the 80s series, the 2000s.
I've never seen. The only thing I've seen is the Michael Bay.
Don't,
the Michael Bay.
don't.
I've only seen the Michael Bay movie.
Don't continue.
Don't.
I don't want to. I don't want to
don't.
be offended by that. Okay.
I've only seen the Michael Bay movie. Sorry. MC Mikey.
Yeah.
JD, do your Harper impression.
Oi there, get me a Vegemite sandwich.
So the Last Ronin is like an Elseworld story where three out of four turtles die. It's like extremely dark. It's basically a Black Label book. They have bloody brutal deaths too. So it's so cool. It's so freaking cool. Michelangelo is the last living turtle. This book goes over Raphael's death, where he just he takes on like an army and just gets like his neck cut, his arm like cut off. Well, not cut off, but he just gets like stabbed a lot, and then they ended up drowning him afterwards. It's like, Jesus, this is Ninja Turtles.
Was he a turtle cooking in his little turtle suit?
Yeah.
That's a line from Guy Pearce in Iron Man 3.
You have made a lot of Iron Man 3 discussion.
Too many. You're out of pocket.
Like,
It's a good movie. It's good. It's good on rewatch. They could really retcon that Mandarin thing to be good anyway.
but it's cool because when they're fighting him, they like he's fighting the Foot Clan, and they're like, "Oh, you foolish brute!" And he's like, "Brute? You have no idea." And he like cuts the guy off, like cuts the guy next to him, and it's so cool. Oh man, it's just such a cool idea for a story. This like really dark take on the Ninja Turtles. There's a point where Michelangelo, he starts to talk about what he did after his brothers die, and it's the original artist from the original Ninja Turtle comics
Whoa.
for the flashback.
That is great. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, like black and
Is
white.
it black and white too?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
that's so cool.
Right? And it's
That is
showing like
very
how
awesome.
yeah, I know. It shows how like he was really depressed. He tried to kill himself, but since he's like an adult now, his mutation is growing, so he's like growing even more than he was when he was a teenager, and it's not, his body will not let him die. Like he was supposed to die with his brothers, but he can't die.
I put a bullet in my mouth and the other guy spit it out.
It's just like Hulk. Like he's like, I tried
Yep.
starving myself to death. Like I was so depressed. I went to a cold place since I'm cold-blooded. I'm a reptile. I thought I'd die, but I didn't. I just became numb. And then-
God damn.
Some people, this was in Japan, some people found him and they're just like, oh, monster. And they try to kill him for glory, for glee. And it's like, oh, we're going to take his head and bring it back to our people and be like warriors. And then he's just like, you guys are just killing for fun. So then Michelangelo
Jesus
beat the hell out of them. And he's just like,
Awesome. Good.
and he's like, that was the only moment that I like felt something, because like they tried to kill me, and even though they beat me and like broke my teeth, I still felt something.
Yeah.
And
they're
that's when he's like, damn, I gotta do something. So now he's
What's
on this
the
revenge
word for
path.
it? What is the word for those people who like hunt, like just
Hunters?
kill random
Oh, no.
animals for?
Oh, no.
What's the-
Poacher.
What? No. Oh, I wasn't. No, Hunter, I wasn't going there. What is the?
Poacher.
Yeah, is it poacher? Yeah, like when people kill lions and stuff.
Yeah, like when they kill the elephants for the tusks.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
kind of
poacher.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
that's
they
what they're-
probably do deserve to be beheaded by Michelangelo, to be honest.
So Michelangelo did that. He's like, well, at least I can't kill myself. I'm gonna at least go kill the person that killed my brothers.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, they also went over how April and Casey, they were getting married. This was like when they were teenagers, and so
Oh,
they
don't.
invited the turtles and Splinter to dinner. And as the
Yeah.
turtles were coming out of the sewer, the hand came and just killed Splinter.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like they brought like the body to April's house. So it was like, we need to do surgery like immediately. And Donnie was like the smartest one. He was like the only person that could really do it. But he was in shock that he just froze, like he couldn't move.
Oh my
Just shaking as
god,
they,
this
like-
is making me
I
so
know.
depressed.
They took Splinter's robes off, and the wounds were so bad, like his guts were coming out. And Donnie's like,
Oh.
he just froze. Like, and April's like, Donnie, what do we do? What do we do? And he didn't say anything. He just
This is
stood
one of
there and
those things
watched
that will make
Splinter
you
die.
feel so thankful for like mainline TMNT. Where you're like, oh, they're okay, like they're happy.
Yeah, it's like, this is a
Yeah.
dark story, and this is issue 2. Issue 1 came out in November. It got delayed. a lot.
Is Last Ronin like a what if type of thing? Like it's not canon, or it is
Yeah,
canon?
it's like an
It's almost
Elseworld
like he
story.
said that when he like started talking about it or something.
Yeah.
Jamie, but-
It's just you,
let's
isn't it,
not,
to
let's not
listen?
forget that I told him I had a spawn number 1, and then he's like, "You have spawn number 1."
Yeah,
Spawn
yeah,
number
that's
one.
fair. Yeah,
Hunter,
it is
Hunter,
Elseworld.
don't listen to him. It's just an American thing to not listen.
But even then,
I'm joking, hero story listeners. It's a joke. These guys pick on Australia
lost half.
every
We've already lost
day.
half our listeners.
Yeah.
You guys rip on Australia, my Vegemite sandwiches and my fucking shrimp on the barbie.
I just want to try a Vegemite sandwich.
it's not good. It's just salt.
It's not good. It's salt.
That, you just
It's
repeated what I
salt
said.
spread. Oh, did you really? I didn't. Even, I was too outrageous.
Like
sorry.
word for word.
Oh yeah, it's just salt, man.
Yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, it's although it is Elseworld, it's not like the Earth One books where like it has its own fan base. Like every single Ninja Turtle fan is pretty much reading this. Like everybody
Yeah.
from the fans of the
That's
shows
awesome.
to the movies to the comics, everyone's like, this is fantastic. It is such a cool story. So yeah, 10. It's my comic of the week.
Hell yeah, I agree. 10.
And that's you got emotional from just me telling you about it.
It sounds. I might actually pick that up.
2 issues in. Issue 3.
Yeah.
If the issue 3
Is
was
issue
just like
3 the last one?
no, I think they're doing 4, or I actually don't know. They could be doing 8. I don't know. I
8, but that's a leap.
I thought they were doing 4, but I've seen people be on the line being like, I wonder where the story's going to go. There's so much more to tell. So I'm like, are they doing more?
Maybe
It
they'll do
might
the
be
second
4, it
last
might be
Ronin.
8. You might find out.
We know how Raphael died. We have no idea how Donatello or Leonardo even died. We have no idea.
Yeah.
So they haven't done that part yet. We haven't even seen much of Leonardo because when Splinter died, they said Leonardo went to like fight them and defend the other turtles as they rush them to
Maybe
April's house.
he's not dead.
That would be cool.
I feel like that's a very possible reveal. Is that
The
But
not so Last Ronin.
yeah, because we haven't
And-
seen him die or Donnie die. Well, Michelangelo says they're dead.
No, can you imagine? Right? They like get deep into this series. Everyone is convinced, but we still haven't seen how Leo died, and then they reveal he's alive. And the next issue, the cover is The Last Ronin with like an S, like
The Last
carved in
Ronins.
blood. Ronins.
Oh,
That'd be kind of
nice.
sick, wouldn't it?
it'd be
Be
cool if he's
kinda-
wearing like.
What if that's how the series ended, and the sequel series is The Last Ronins?
Oh, and he's wearing like Leo's wearing like a samurai.
Who prints
suit or
this?
something with the-
IDW or something?
Yeah,
Dude,
IDW.
I just gave you guys the best idea.
You just
I don't know
or-
why I said it like this. I did like my Italian, like
Like
accent.
this?
Stereotypical Italian I slipped into for no reason.
And yeah, that's the comics of the week.
Yep.
And that's the show. Apparently.
Thank you for
Uh,
listening. If you could give us a 5-star review or whatever you think we're worth, we'd really appreciate that. Go on, JD, whatever the rest
Subscribe, like, help Hunter's YouTube ratings. I was checking the YouTube stats today. Pretty cool stuff. I never log into the account, but occasionally I
You have the login?
Yeah, for the hero story YouTube.
Oh,
is. I would just like to say, since I joined, we've gone up to almost 100 subscribers. So that's the Harper effect.
It's the
yeah,
Harper
if you're on
effect.
YouTube, check out our previous shows that we uploaded recently. We uploaded Timmy Stock. JD and I did a CGC thing together recently.
Yeah, just you and JD. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt so
Single
bad. I
issues on-
messaged Harper at like 1 a.m. Like, hey man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
Single
said
issue-
I'm sorry twice, and I was like, oh, he is sorry.
Canadian single issues don't exist in Australia. I just assumed you have nothing.
Just
to-
bought some. They're like right there.
Why'd you turn into Pinocchio there with that?
I don't know. I don't know what this voice is.
There are no strings on me. That's it for the episode. For Hero Story, I'm JD.
I'm Hunter, and thanks for being a hero.
And remember, every second is a gift. Goodbye.
What?
Oh, did you want to say something else, Harper? I wasn't sure.
What?